Hey you 지금 뭐해 잠깐 밖으로 나올래 네가 보고 싶다고 거울 속에 난 So perfect 새로 산 신발도 Check it okay 잠든 도시를 깨워 Late night 더더더 두근거려 거리마다 빛나는 Spotlight 내게 가까워질 때 내 입가에 미소가 번져 네 눈 속에 my eyes 떨려와 yeah. 달콤하게 속삭이며 간직했던 내 맘은 Yeah it's you Doesn't matter 특별한 me and you 가까이 갈래 I want to 눈을 못 피하게 말도 못 돌리게 너만 좋다면 Doesn't matter 망설이지 말고 네 마음을 더 보여줘 네 손을 잡을래 너를 꼭 안을래 좋아해 널 내 맘은 I want you 기다리다 놓잖아 너도 알잖아 넌 special 원하는 건 딱 하나 모두 알잖아 다 티가 나는 걸 장난이 아니야 난 욕심이 생겼어 난 이대로 널 보낼 순 없어 네 미소에 내 맘이 떨려 내 두 볼의 red light 번져와 yeah. 솔직하게 말해볼래 숨겨왔던 내 맘은 Yeah it's you Doesn't matter 특별한 me and you 가까이 갈래 I want to 눈을 못 피하게 말도 못 돌리게 너만 좋다면 Doesn't matter 망설이지 말고 네 마음을 더 보여줘 네 손을 잡을래 너를 꼭 안을래 소자세상 떨리는 내 손을 잡아줘 난 so special 매일 밤 기다린 지금 이 순간 길도 온 that I need it 너 같다고 말해줘 이 밤이 끝나기 전에 Doesn't matter 시작해 me and you 느낌이 좋아 I got you 어떻게 너와 나 이렇게 가까이 네 맘이 보여 Doesn't matter 주저하지 말고 네 두 발로 날 안아줘 어쩌면 너와 나 마주한 이 순간 좋아해 난 너만을 I want you
いつか僕らの上をスレスレに通り過ぎてったあの飛行機を不思議なくらいに覚えてる意味もないのになぜか不甲斐なくて泣いた日の夜にただ強くなりたいと願ってたそのために必要な勇気を探し求めていた残酷な運命が定まってるとしてそれがいつの日か僕の前に現れるとしてただ一瞬この一瞬息ができるならどうでもいいと思えたその心をもう一度遠くへ行け遠くへ行けと僕の中で誰かが歌うどうしようもないほど熱烈にいつだって目を離した君が二度と悲しまないように笑えるそんなヒーローになるための歌さらば掲げろピースサイン転がってくストーリーを守りたいだなんて言えるほど君が弱くはないの分かってたそれ以上に僕は弱くてさ君が大事だったんだ一 人で生きていくんだなんてさ口をついて叫んだあの日から変わっていく僕を笑えばいい一人が怖い僕を蹴飛ばして噛みついて息もできなくて騒ぐ頭と腹
Do you believe me when I say I'm never like this? Do you need me the way you say you do? Treading lightly through the water, through the light and darkness. If I'm not careful, my love might consume you. Pulling me back into my body. I wanna take my time with you. Your lips are gonna haunt me. If what you say is true, pulling me back into my body. I'm just a dead man walking. I'm just a pawn, but nothing hurts better than you. Pulling me back into my body. I'm just a dead man walking. I'm just a pawn, but nothing hurts better than you. Pulling me. Pulling me. Are we doomed to the fate laid out before us? Can you lift it? 'Cause with a single kiss, standing on the edge of the ever-growing abyss. Does it really have to end like this? Pulling me back into my body. I wanna take my time with you. Your lips are gonna haunt me. If what you say is true, pulling me back into my body. I'm just a dead man walking. I'm just a pawn, but nothing hurts better than you. Pulling me. Pulling me. Pulling me. If what you say is true, pulling me back into my body. I'm just a dead man walking. I'm just a pawn, but nothing hurts better than you. Yeah, nothing hurts better than you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? Welcome back, folks, to another week of Collegiate League of Legends. I'm your host, Colin. I'm joined by Nathan and Connor here.
What's up? What's up? I'm Connor. I'll be play-by-play today.
Yeah. We got Nathan over here as well.
What's good?
Yeah.
What's good?
Y'all
What's
might
up?
know him.
What's up?
Y'all ready for some CLoL action?
I hope so. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a 5-game series today. Not necessarily 5 games, but a best of 5, I should say. So 3 games guaranteed. The other 2, we'll see how it goes. I guess depends on how everyone feels like playing. But this is the first week of CLoL Spring Championship Playoffs. And when I say that, I mean it's the top 16 teams right now in the Northern United States are all competing, pretty much. And then the winners, I forget if it's the top 2 or just top 1, move on to the championship, where you play all the other divisions in the United States, all the other collegiate teams, you know, literally the best of the best in the United States, all play each other. And then the top 2 teams get flown out to Riot headquarters for a big game. Then boom, a bunch of scholarship money, huge stuff. Real, you know, no more joking around. This ain't no regular season. Oh, we lose. Oh no, like, you know, type thing. Like, if we lose, it's literally over. It's do or die. And I mean that in the most serious,
The most literal sense.
The most literal sense.
They're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose, we're killing them.
Mm-hmm. Nah, he's spitting.
Oh, looks like they're finally showing up.
They're
pulling up,
filing on in.
filing
We're
in.
getting ready.
Nice. But our opponents today, University of Minnesota. You guys might have heard of them. We share a pretty hardcore rivalry, being the University of Iowa. You know, that big old trophy that we fight for in football every single year, as well as a few other sports. But I think they are low-key dookie in all the other ones that we're good at. Just saying, in all the other sports, I think. Like,
True. Well, we're also good at football. Don't discredit that. Okay.
yeah,
But
no,
yeah, we're better.
I think we're just better at pretty much everything because we
everything.
actually we got hosed this year in football. I think we lost by a referee call. They paid the referee.
Oh, that was so
referee gap.
tragic.
It was referee gap.
We paid the They paid the referee a little bit more than we did, and it just didn't work out. You know, it is what it is. But
yeah,
I don't know. But everything else, we've been crushing them in, and today is no exception. We're taking down University of Minnesota, Twin Cities, I believe. Maroon is their top team. But at least if I can give you guys a little breakdown of what's going on here in the. Play this over here. So on pregame. So now you guys can see my screen. This is the playoff bracket. Let me full screen this real quick. So if you're looking here, we see the top 16 teams in the nation. We are actually placed numbers, or not in the nation right now. This is just the North. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But we're actually seated number 7 right now. We actually placed 2nd in our division, right behind Northwood, who is number 3 in the entire tournament, at least for now. And so you can probably see a lot of familiar names here. Illinois State University, very established esports program. They have a whole multi-million-dollar facility. Bethany, who we took a game off last year, we're the only ones to take a game off them. And now this year we might have to face them for all the marbles and a victory of a series. Maryville, y'all already know Maryville if you stay in tune to the esports scene. They are like the #1 team in the entire nation. They've won the championship.
They're in challengers.
National championship, like multiple years, and they're literally in the North American Championship League or Challengers League, NACL if y'all know what I'm talking about.
Formerly known as Academy.
Yeah, which is crazy. They're playing against literal like C9 Academy and like winning games. So, like, just so y'all know who we're up against here. But we'll see the winner of Maryville and Bethany potentially. We'll have to see them in the finals, considering we're in the lower kind of bracket here, which means nothing. Like, number 2 teams here, number 3 teams here. Everyone else is up top. We're actually placed higher than Bethany, not to flex or anything, but if we win this game this week, we are off this Saturday. We won't have a game this Saturday because for some reason they like do their spring break this week. I don't know what's up with that. But the week after, on the 30th of March, we will play St. Louis University, supposing we win this game. Very established esports program. They are also have a history of winning games, and not just League of Legends, but Valorant and whatnot. I think they're really big in Overwatch, but you know, everyone knows how that game is faring at the moment. And then we face Northwood. Anyway. That's kind of a breakdown of what's going on in the scene here. I think we're just now starting. They're waiting on one person to get in the game.
Yeah, it sounds like they are ready.
Here we go. Apparently there's some giant thing. I don't know if y'all have been following like League Twitter, but it leaked into League Twitter. Apparently, so there was this team, I forget which exact team, was playing its Duke University's esports team. It's a very established program. Like, they're dumping money into this. And the Duke League team actually doxed. Oh, hold up. We're getting into draft.
Oh.
Hold up. The Duke University team literally forced the other team to forfeit because one of their players was 1 minute late. 1 minute.
Oh.
He joined literally
so
1 minute
bogus.
after. And the other, like, the rest of his, or one of the teammates was like, one of the team members on Duke was like, this feels a little fishy, guys. But like the other 4 Duke players and like the coach and whatnot, like, we're all just like, oh yeah, like, they're done. Because they couldn't get a hold of one of their players, and that player showed up a minute late to the lobby.
I
So
hate rules lawyering. It's
yeah,
no fun.
moral of the story:
It's
do
no
not show
honor.
up late to your CLoL lobby, unless you want that to happen. But anyway, now we're in draft. Now we're full starting lineup today. Should be ready to roll. Um, y'all can bet your channel points as well. I don't know which one of you made that, but thank you.
That was me. What's up?
Hey, he's on the predictions, so y'all can
I
gamble your
remember
little
this
hearts
now.
out.
We do encourage gambling. Wait, can I say that? I don't think I can. We do not encourage.
We do not encourage
actually.
You're on the
gambling.
wrong streaming site for that.
Yeah,
Hold
oh,
up.
true.
Also,
You
I
gotta
just
move the kick for
realized
that.
the player names on Minnesota are not correct. I just completely
Whoops.
forgot to change those. Give me a moment. But in the meantime, let's watch the draft here. So
Let's see.
Pike and Oriana are gone.
Pike and Oriana. Yep, Pike is Jiwoon now. Mute all. He keeps name changing. Mute all's signature champion taken away, and Oriana, pretty solid pick in the meta, and it's one that Frozen Titan likes to lean on in the mid lane. For the bands from Iowa, the Nautilus, very strong, consistent champion. Lucian, same deal right now, very strong and consistent, blindable champ. Isa, also just pretty strong in the meta.
Yeah, Giga OP right now.
Yeah, actually is played a lot by the Minnesota ADC Enon.
Oh, got one of his main picks banned
Oh
there.
yeah,
Very nice.
73% win rate over 33 games. Wow,
I think that's
impressive.
probably gonna be mute all Karma. Could be Frozen Titan. We've seen him play it before, but I think
We're
Could
still,
Could be top also, you know.
that's true. You
Could
literally
not.
never know these days with Karma.
Yeah, that
Champ
champ
She's
is
just too good.
yeah has not been nerfed yet. Nerf I think is coming this week, so she is still very strong with the Malignance build. Very oppressive in lane and continues to be pretty oppressive in team fights. Very strong utility. Very good champ.
Just fully in the mid lane. Now, who is their jungler?
Minnesota picking up the Smolder. Smolder's still like, I think
Sutter.
it's for the remainder of this patch. He's still in a state where it just you wait until 225 stacks and then you win.
Yeah, they've been playing it a lot in pro. Sometimes they leave it like unpicked, unbanned, and they'll pick something else. But I heard that like only China is comfortable with like playing into Smolder. Otherwise, most people are just like ban it out if we're not gonna play it, just because they don't want to wait until like 30
Yeah.
minutes and then he's skilled with 4 items plus. But
Kind of feel like you're playing against a ticking time bomb.
Literally. Look what that champ is. But
Also, Cled on Coffee picking up the Viego. His Xin Zhao was banned away. Xin Zhao's not typically something that is banned, but Cled on Coffee plays that champ a lot and has found a lot of success even in the tournament. He's taking that away. He's going to lean onto the Viego, which I think we've seen him perform quite a few times on. He's a human highlight reel on that champ.
yeah, Diego ain't nothing new to this guy, and performing absurdly well is also nothing new to this guy. So we'll see. Going against the Vi, I always love seeing Vi in like on team picks because I feel like as a jungler, like I just don't know. Like there are very few champs where I feel almost like are always a pretty solid pick as like Vi in the jungle, especially for like coordinated team play. I feel like she can just make so much happen early. There's pretty decent lockdown, and like can skirmish well early, and like should early game go decently well for you, you can still make things happen late. You know, you're gonna fall off a little bit at the end. You know, Viego is eventually gonna win that 1v1, but that's usually a minority situation. Usually things end up, you know, you at least got some strength enough to make Viego have to wait until those late game team fights where you find a super early pick and, you know, he gets the resets and all of a sudden, you know, that's where Viego's true colors are going to be shining.
Yeah, usually lock Vi because she's a very good jack of all trades champion. You can never really go wrong
Truth.
with the pick.
What if I can get my jungler in the in-house to pick up Vi? I love that champ.
Not a Vi fan.
And he just plays a lot of like AP picks, which is tough. Anyway, there's your insider info on our team.
I was gonna ban away a couple more supports. That is still open. Surprised they didn't target any of the AP mid laners. They are heavily lacking AP here. Might just be too many things for them to lean on.
Curious what we're gonna see Frozen Titan opt for here, considering his Oriana's banned. You know, you need that if you want like a heavy AP pick. Like we've seen that dude like have some monumental games on the Oriana.
Oh, yeah. From the look of their comp so far, I'm kind of predicting Talia. Oh my god.
And look
Oh
at
my
this.
god. Lisa no Gaib.
This
Lisa
guy's an analyst or something.
He sees the future. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah, the Talia is very, very good into comps with a lot of mobility, and the Aatrox being able to dive in a mobile Varus is not something you want. Vi being able to get in. You want to at least force her to ult in instead of just landing a Q for free. Being able to set down that rock field is really, really, really good. Helps set up your team a lot, helps peel the Varus a lot.
Truth.
Very
And
good.
does Talia Rockfield stun Smolder if he flies away, or
No, because it's just buffing his movement speed. It doesn't count as a dash.
even though it looks like a dash. That
But
makes
it
sense.
does completely deny Rel engage.
Oh,
Rel's entire
Very
engage
nice.
counts as a dash, so you can interrupt it. with the E.
beautiful. Oh my god, that's gonna be a monumental pick, actually.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna see the mute all Karma. Hey, with the Dungamungus Varus, that ain't nothing new to him. He's probably gonna pick the Project skin because he knows what's good. Playing the Smolder Rel. So, I got a Karma root into an arrow, 3-stack arrow, like, oh, chef's kiss. Need I say more? I think that's kind of what they're looking for here on the Smolder.
I do think
But-
as long as Iowa stays ahead, I think their bot lane does have a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
the
amount of
way.
power they have into Smolder Rel, I'm sure like once Rel leaves to maybe contest Herald or the Groves, then they might have a free lane in the bot.
yeah.
Most likely.
It'd be pretty easy to take Smolder out once he uses that dash, but I think Karma can pretty much match that speed, if not do it better than Smolder. So should be able to see something happen. A lot of prio, but I mean early they are gonna have to deal with the Vi fighting jungle. But then
I was
again,
gonna say that's probably what I would expect Minnesota's game plan here is for Vi to be hovering around that bottom side at the early stages of the game because Varus and Karma are going to get that early push. Probably with Iowa being blue side, you don't really want Viego to be starting top pathing down. Might have to here just to counter that level 3, level 4 Vi gank from 2:30 to about 3 minutes.
that early gank. That's what's gonna be kind of a big teller. I think like should that go well for Minnesota, like that might be a precursor to other things going well for them. On top of that, but top lane, I mean, I think we're gonna see a lot more action from the Aatrox as soon as the grub skirmish kind of breaks out. As soon as they try to fight for objectives, go for some sort of skirmish, maybe like a 2v2 should someone go for like a nice gank up there. Is when we'll see his true colors, because in lane, like, he's not going to kill that Malphite ever. And neither is the Malphite going to kill the Aatrox. If he does, like, something has gone. I think it's going to involve the Viego in some capacity, because Malphite, once he gets the Unstoppable Force, going to have really good setup, especially for Viego to leap in there with Heartbreaker. So I think that's
Very
kind of
good game setup.
what I'm thinking they're going to be looking for, like, in terms of Viego Malphite, that little duo there looking for Aatrox, but I don't think we're gonna see Vi into the top lane.
Yeah, I don't
pretty much at
expect
all.
that. Yeah.
Like,
Do you think there's going to be a lot of action with the Vi in the bot lane? Trying to keep
yeah.
that pressure off the Smolder, let him scale up, give him room to breathe.
Yeah, get that brother to
The Rel helps with the
225
squad
and
as well.
bada bing, bada boom, Elder Dragon. Just like that. So, draft-wise? I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on, like, I think we have some pretty consistent drafts both ways. Both, like, have decent tankiness, decent, like, I don't know, kind of decent spreads here, but I don't know like maybe late. Like if this Smolder can stay safe, like I'm just stating the obvious here. Then I think it's gonna be a Minnesota late game win angle. But considering we have Viego, we got Karma, Varus, Snipe. I don't know. Unstoppable Force. I think like it's gonna be pretty difficult for the Smolder to stay safe. But I mean, late game, you're not just gonna have to worry about Smolder. You're gonna have to worry about the Hui as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I honestly think the comp is going to be, or the comps favor Iowa very slightly.
Mhm.
I think a lot of the game is going to revolve around who's going to get the ball rolling first, and I do think that's going to be Iowa with these comps. I do think Minnesota needs a bit more time to come online, but I don't think they have all of the tools necessary to help their team come online. It's going to be a lot harder for them to pilot the comp that they've built.
Ah, that's what you're saying.
Also, I'm at. You can pause at 30 seconds if you want to
Yeah.
sync up.
Pause at 30 as well. Boom. Alright, let me get this thing
Alright,
running. Alright. In 3,
I'm ready.
2, 1, go.
All
Oh,
right.
we are so back. Got the music running for just a moment. Let me get those hammers up. There we go.
Feeling.
Wish Minnesota didn't have such a wide logo.
Yeah.
This takes up so much space. Really touching the scoreboard. But, yeah.
Really?
It like wouldn't let me resize the OBS too. It was just I don't know. I was like, you know what, this will be alright.
That was kind of ballsy. They're
Is
all
it really?
stacked
Is
in
the
this
M
bush.
really that wide?
I think we have some
so big.
subs here, or their usernames on CLoL on like the website, the tournament website, are different than what they have in game. Because King Coney, Mochi Girl, and Mobzia, all different than like what it's shown on the website.
Ooh.
Who knows?
I was going for a late invade. They're gonna try and take the blue buff. Looks like they just get it. Vi's gonna have to pad all the way
Hurry.
across the map. Ooh.
Yeah.
Taken away cleanly.
Oh my god. Watch Frozen Titan. This Steph Curry Q. Steph Curry with the single boulder. Oh my lord.
Yeah, so this, I think, is the exact counterplay that Iowa needed. I think Vi is going to really struggle. Just a vertical clear top side is not going to be able to hover around this bot side, not going to be able to alleviate the pressure from the Karma and Varus. And look at that, they already have so much prio in this bot lane.
Yeah, I'm liking the way I was playing this already. Just starting off in probably the best way possible. Like taking away like the entire, on paper, maybe Minnesota's prepared for this, but it seems like their game plan was to, like you were saying, look for taking the pressure off Smolder, let that man scale. Keep it moving there. Oh, okay. Mobzia, nice little trade up in top.
Goodness, they cannot
holy
touch the
cryo.
wave.
Yeah. They just have to
Oh
sit
my
back
god.
there. Gonna do their thing.
And there we go. As stated, that Vi is now gonna have to clear vertical. She's going to end up at the same CS, at the same amount of camps as the Viego. Just like I said, is not gonna be able to pay any attention to the spot side. Gonna give all that pressure to the Aatrox instead.
I'm wondering if after Grand Prix, if they're gonna look for a dive maybe on too many arms here on the Malphite. He's looking a little low. I think
they could do it.
I think it's doable. Between Vi and Aatrox, I mean like Malphite's tanky, but with 0 armor right now, he's not
Yeah,
gonna
they
get
just see him on the
that
they see him
extra.
on the ward.
Talia's on the top side though to try and prevent that. They know what's up. They
He
know
knows.
that's something that they can look for.
I really like him.
They have the counterplay ready.
Yeah, they are. Iowa seems ahead of the game right now. They seem like they're seeing the future. Like Lisan Al Gaib,
Yeah.
not only in the casting booth, but in
Oh,
Okay.
Malphite has a flash. The dive is
Uh-oh.
going to be here, though.
Uh-oh.
The wave is going to be pushing out. I think best case scenario for Malphite is he needs to get a reset right here.
I
Gonna
might
try
look for
and
the flash
stop it.
Q.
Oh,
Yeah, I was waiting for the flash Q. I think
Maybe they're waiting for the wave to crash
they have enough
next.
damage there.
Yeah. Diego
Uh-oh.
can't make it there.
Oh, first blood in the bot lane, though.
Oh, hold up. Hold up.
Smolder.
And then
Smolder with 1 HP.
Just barely
able to get
escaping?
away.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. The Rel. The
Smolder's
Karma's
hovering
not
now.
careful here. Oh, okay. Karma's going to get her whole
Big
health bar
magic,
back,
baby.
but
Yeah. Wait, what was that? Hold up.
the Impact W gives her a lot of sustain. That what makes her
Oh,
very strong in
Diego's here.
lane. As well as support, though. Viego being here. Rel
Black
should be
Coffee
as good
inbound.
as dead. There we go. First kill over to the Viego. I think that's roughly equal to having a kill on Smolder. Smolder doesn't do super well with items. Definitely cares more about his passive. We'll see how this pans out long term.
Yeah, should at least help him farm a little more. Give him a little bit more strength down there to make something happen. Not going to have to hide quite as far under turret. Maybe. Deliver a little more damage to the Varus and Karma, make them have to work for their poke a little bit more. Because it must have been some sort of misstep down there that we missed. Because, I mean, theoretically, Smolder shouldn't be getting that first.
Yeah, not. I missed, unfortunately, how that ended up panning out. That was.
I don't know how we got where we got there. So I panned down there, and all of a sudden, Varus and Smolder were both like 1 HP. So it must have been
Yeah.
like some little thing that, some little interaction maybe didn't go as well for Iowa as they hoped. Uh-oh. Oh my lord!
Oh,
1
the solo
HP.
kill.
1
Lead
HP on
Aatrox
Mubsy, 69
Just barely able to
HP.
get that solo.
Oh my
Unfortunately, Vi's taking the grubs.
god. Oh,
Vi-
Beat inbound.
Sorry,
Oh, gank
Viego.
here mid lane.
Ooh.
Mantra Q not gonna land on King Coney. Gonna keep farming safely there.
Just trying to get a good reset for the Talia here.
This game is playing out way differently than I would have anticipated. Now Dungle Bungus left on his own here while Mochi Girl and Enen are gonna be pushing the wave.
Yeah, Viego is in the area that might be able to get something. They are just gonna let that wave crash. Malphite gonna keep farming up. Malphite does have the pair of cloth armor, so he is very, very tanky now. Got 113 armor
One back
with
later.
the passive up. I imagine that's gonna eventually turn into a bramble.
We did just full tank the Aatrox combo there, so that's gonna be. Still does decent damage, but I think guy's got that 2 cloth armor now because it's only gonna do third of his HP, soaking up the entire combo after a kill there. After he's got the brutalizer, actually not too bad. I think eventually Malphite's gonna, once he gets, I'm guessing that the bramble right away. I mean, once he gets the tabbies, then things are gonna be looking much better for him in lane because right now he's struggling.
Oh yeah, it's gonna help a lot against the double AD top side. The Vi and Aatrox.
Okay.
Oh,
Full engage
oh, Rella's
bot.
gonna go in on the bot lane though.
Mochi Girl. Wanting the smoke. Okay, gonna take a lot of poke in return
That's a
though.
lot of return damage. Karma not quite able to get the root off. Smolder gonna try and get something in return. The Rella's gonna go in, but does not know the Viego's there. Is gonna able to burst down the Varus, but they are able to return the 1-for-1. They're gonna try and go for a dive here. The shield.
Oh,
Maybe try to get something there. The Heartbreaker, though, gives Viego the double kill.
uh-oh.
Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, Malphite is fighting for his life and
Too
his
many
own
arms.
dive is
Unstoppable
forced
force to the turret. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That season desist and world
Aatrox
ender
is
all at
tanking.
once. Holy.
Not tanking much. He's able to heal all of it up. Yeah, Minnesota with the return play. I do think this nets out better for Iowa. Picking up another couple kills onto the Viego, he's going to be able to carry that gold elsewhere, influence the whole map, whereas Aatrox is kind of going to be stuck in purgatory against this Malphite once he gets a little bit of armor.
Yeah. At least, getting the Aatrox the lead now, in the meantime, while Malphite has no armor, it's going to make him a little bit more of a main character this game, which I think will be really nice for the Aatrox.
Yes, he's going to have to make use of his lead somewhere on the map, though.
Yeah, eventually Malphite's going to have enough, despite you having that lead, he's got, 30 CS, a kill, all that's great and all, but eventually
Oh, Chains of
Malphite's going to stop
Corruption.
taking damage.
In the bot lane,
There's
Smolder's going to call Mom. Able to actually defuse that play. They had a really good angle there. I actually thought Maybe
play.
some potential on that gank. They knew there was no vision.
So-
Wow, that burst from Viego is starting to hurt quite a bit. Half of Smolder's health gone.
Put in an instant just like that. Almost has Heartbreaker up. So like the gank potential only goes up exponentially once he's got that up. Zutter, meanwhile, gonna be farming the top side, taking away Viego's blue buff while she can.
Viego gonna return the favor and fight his jungle.
A lot of counter.
Actually results in them being pretty much even camp for camp.
Yeah, I was about to say. They've been counter jungling each other the entire game and going net even. Like it just doesn't
Yeah.
even matter. They kind of just have like a mutual agreement, like they just own each other's side of the map, you know. Because like it's
Only
not
thing-
like do a whole lot. Like it's this those solo lanes can't really help out a whole lot.
We
I
see
was gonna
Karma getting moved up
try
to those.
and do something here. They've got 4. Minnesota's gotten 4 of the 6
Uh-oh.
grubs. They are gonna be able to get the seismic shot to the Aatrox. He's forced to ult, but he's already too low HP. Heartbreaker is going to come through, able to take away the Aatrox. Minnesota is just going to completely back off. The Rel is nowhere to be found, so this is a 4v3 up here. They are at least able to deny 2 of the grubs. They're not able to get the Void Mites.
Hold up.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane, they're going to go for the dive. Rel able to dismount, is forced to flash away. Dunglebung is barely able to live. Talia, however, does have the wall. It's going to cut off the Smolder.
Very nice.
Gonna try and do what he can. Do they know the Rel is in this front bush?
I
think
guess
he's just gonna get away.
not. I was about to say, Titan just walked away there. I was like, oh, free double kill. And
Hey, fade away, you know?
little fade away. They were
You
just-
need to push away mid, man.
it was just sending a message.
Yeah.
Rel 1 and 2, I mean, still gets full kill gold on her, I would suppose. Maybe just like,
Her, huh?
maybe he had to go elsewhere for tempo reasons, who knows. Push the wave
Yeah,
out
it's like a
before.
big loss. They lost grubs and they didn't even get a plate bot or a kill. So
Yeah.
and now I was able to take the drag very easily.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Massive gold swing actually. So Iowa was down at that point about 1,000 gold, not a whole lot, but after making the play at both grubs and drag, not dying in the bot lane, not giving any plates, it's actually evened up again. If anything, this is now looking a little bit more Iowa favor. They've got the 2 dragons. They're starting to get closer to a soul here. It's gonna be Ocean Soul.
2 Drakes up.
Yeah.
3 Gubs to 3 Grubs, I believe.
2 to 4.
2 to 4. Is there a way to
Yeah,
check
Minnesota's
in the
able to
new-
pick up
Oh,
one.
it shows it in the top.
The top. Yeah.
I keep forgetting they added that. Shout out to Riot for that one.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh.
Yeah, the little. It looks like Baron, but not. It's to the left of Baron.
Iron, but not quite. A little different.
I think
I don't.
that's- Oh.
I didn't
Oh, they
think
might
you're
have
gonna-
found to
Oh,
pick
hold on.
onto the Hwei. The flash stun. Vega just one shots. No masterpiece to be found there.
Gone. It's like his entire village by Jin's hand.
Whoops.
Oh man. It looks like kind of how it's coming to plan. The
Hold
top
up.
is coming into
Uh-oh.
fruition.
Hold
He's
up.
gonna call him on the TP. Is gonna come through from the World Ender. It looks like the Karma's gonna be picked up in the battle line. Maybe not quite. Dongabungus is gonna go down. However, Malphite in the area, unstoppable force. He's still holding on to it. He's able to use it on the Vi. Another TP is gonna come through from the Hwei. He just comes in from the fountain. Karma still able to dish out those empowered shields from the backline. Everybody is able to get away. That ends up just being a 1-for-1. A whole lot of action, a whole lot of TPs for.
Yeah, just for a 1-for-1 there, and no Drake to fight afterwards.
Yeah.
So you know.
It's kind of
Average
funny seeing
small
that
things.
escalated.
Oh, holy.
Oh, wow, that seismic shove
Holy
does a lot of
damage.
damage. And to an immobile champion like Hwei, can I easily get away from that seismic shove? That
Yeah.
hurts.
That's gonna be a potent ability.
Oh,
We
yeah.
see like item number 2 from Talia. But let's get a little stat count on this Smolder, shall we? We're at 85 right now at 13 minutes.
Ooh, a
So,
little
a little low.
a little slow.
A little slow. I mean, eventually he's gonna get there, but this gives Iowa a little bit more of a window to make things happen on the map. And
We're at
Coney.
25 27 minutes. Oh my
Uh-oh.
goodness. Getting
Oh my.
ignited. The Karma.
Okay, mute all.
Karma
Solo
solo killing.
kill.
Way.
He gets a solo
Alright,
kill
we'll
on
take
the
that.
Minnesota mid laner.
Alright, well.
But in retaliation, there are 3 bot. They're not going to go for the dive, though. Varus is just going to take a step back.
And
They're
just
not going to
gonna-
press the issue.
They're just gonna give up just like that.
Like, oh, that's about it. See ya.
Like they
Vi walks
don't
away.
have a whole lot of vision here. Oh,
Oh, Chains of
Uh-oh.
Corruption are going to come through. The Blight stacks coming in quick.
wait.
That's a lot of damage onto that Rel. Getting poked out as Rel never feels good because it makes it very hard to justify going in for any play. Because you're just going to get bursted before you can get all your CC out.
Yeah. Despite being one of the tankiest champs in the game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not that tanky. Tanky enough to just absorb a full combo. Any backup.
Malphite is not going to opt for the Bramble Vest. Probably fine. He goes for a build that scales a bit better. Usually not going to finish building Thornmail for a long time. You're just going to sit on that. He's instead going to go for what looks like a Sunfire.
For damage in there instead. But I just consistent armor and health.
Yeah, so not going to cut their sustain anymore, but like I said, it is going to scale him a bit quicker. He's going to be a lot more useful in team fights than he would with Bramble and other components.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the Aatrox doesn't auto attack him. Oh, hold up. Hold
Oh,
on.
in the mid lane though. They're jumping the way. He's going to
Okay.
flash away.
Spiraling
Not
Despair.
far enough.
Not gonna take any lives until now. Frozen Titan gonna be 3-0, 400 gold bounty on that guy. Now up a good 1,500 gold.
That's a
on
very
the
strong
way.
Tullia. They were able to pull all that off. Still has the Weaver's Wall. Does have half his health though. However, the Viego is stuck inside of the pit. Has to Heartbreaker over the wall. And Minnesota's going to take full control of the pit. Iowa does still have a lot of high priority ultimates though, such as Unstoppable Force. In the Malphite, they do still have the Chains of Corruption.
Uh-oh. Okay. Chains of Corruption goes out.
The Corruption does go out. The Unstoppable Force, they're just going to burst down the Vi. Going to immediately take away the enemy jungler. Diego is immediately going to try and get those resets. Double kill over to the Varus, and now it is just the Aatrox stuck in the middle of the fight. Triple kill for the Dunglebungus. The Smolder can do nothing but watch as his team crumbles around him. That is a 3rd dragon over to Iowa.
And popped a ghost for that too. Just to not really do all crazy about that fight. Got him away from the Chains of Corruption in time. I think he expected a little bit more of a follow-up after that. But Iowa instead just chose to burst down everyone else, including the Way now. 0-4, the 140 CS.
Wow, the
that
burst
dude was-
damage from Iowa is insane.
I think like the Way was actually farming ridiculously well. Like a good 10 CS per minute up until now was doing pretty decent damage, but in these mid game fights he's been really struggling. Oh.
Oh my goodness, the
And then-
flash away.
Oh, Zutter!
Oh, cool.
Saving
Season
his life.
However, I'm going to try and save the Smolder. They are able to, but this is a lot of resources. This is 4
Good
down here. The
pass,
flash from the
Karma.
Vi.
We have 4 bot right
Arma's
now.
going to try and just
We
walk
got
it out.
4
The power
bots.
Q going to slow him down as much as
Let him
possible.
go.
Just not quite able to connect. Smolder, however, is able to get the Chu slower down.
Okay.
The TP from Talia to try and protect the turret, but that's a lot of resources. Minnesota's putting down in the bot lane for it is 2 kills. They're able to get the shutdown from the Varus. But in return, they're going to lose the entire top side of the map.
Those 2 grubs to use right now. King Tony walking up. Oh.
Yeah, the Hoi does still do quite a bit of damage. Despite how squishy he is able to do a decent chunk to the Viego. Aatrox lying in wait. There is no play to be made.
Sit and wait.
Oh.
Opportunity, but I don't know.
Aatrox might think there is an opportunity here. Malphite does still have Unstoppable Force. Let's get a lot of movement speed from the cheese wheel.
The cheese wheel.
There's just no... yeah.
I don't think they can even
setup
dive this
here.
Malphite now. I think now, literally just with
He's tanky.
Sunfire and you know, Sunfire, Tebbies, and a single cloth armor, I think he is now become to the point where like it's gonna take 3 guys to dive him, and even
Yeah.
then, like I don't know, it's gonna depend on the people involved.
Yeah, I mean they have two. Both Minnesota solo laners are not able to even take a dent off of them. They're losing everywhere else on the map. You saw
Lord.
Talia was taking a bunch of space in the enemy jungle. I mean, Iowa's tightening their grip all over the map this game.
Yeah, they're playing a really tight mid game, and I'm liking it because like early game things looks a little scary, but I think this is all part of the plan. Like, yes, like the Aatrox is gonna win early. They found some opportunities. They kind of adapted considering Vi had to path top and look for top lane picks instead of.
It's like they're
playing
gonna try and
but-
shut down. Aatrox is able to at least
Oh my.
sidestep the stun, but there's just way too much damage.
Holy.
The Talia crushes him with the weight of her wallet.
Yeah, Lord. 8,300 gold on Frozen Titan right now. That is about 2,400 up, a whole item almost on the way. And now they're just like Baron. It's pretty. I mean, they can. Like, I don't really see a world where Minnesota contests this outside of maybe like a crazy steal.
Yeah,
Maybe
Well, he does have
just
TP,
burns it
but-
away. So they do at
Okay.
least see it. Smolder's going to call in mom. I was
they're
going to get
kinda
some
playing the
cold feet
turn.
about this. Yeah, Hui does still have the TP. He's pushing bot right now for free. I was just going to call it off.
Call it off. I think they were
Do not want to
pretty much just doing that, all just to set up, or all just playing the turn, baiting them into a bad fight. Like maybe if they took the bait, I mean that'd be pretty much an easy win considering they got full cooldowns on the side
Maybe.
of Iowa.
I think they want to play the next minute or so safe. They do have Soul coming up. I don't think they want to flip a Baron here. Flipping a Baron does swing. It makes the game losable.
Yeah.
Right now, Iowa does have such a strong grip. I don't think they want to give that up.
Yeah, they're playing very methodical, not just gonna no solo queue activity going on.
They're
in
lucky
this
the
game.
Smolder's not stacking super well either, so he's not a big threat. We're at 166 stacks on the Smolder, 21 coming on 22 minutes. He's not going to be a carry anytime soon. Iowa does have that breathing room that they've given themselves this whole game. They've been able to play to their strengths in the bot lane. They've been able to keep applying pressure exactly where they need to.
They've been kind of having Minnesota in a chokehold ever since maybe like 15 minutes. The best 6 minutes of gameplay besides maybe that one fight. Uh-oh. Double
Ooh, the
TPs.
TP's gonna come through.
Hold up.
This is going to find the Talia, but it is not enough damage. Diego is able to find the Hui immobile in the middle of the whole team. And Rel is just gonna get melted. There's just
Reaper 0.
felt like there's just no damage. There's just nothing from
Yeah.
Minnesota. A whole bunch of wet
Not
noodles.
a whole lot of follow-up. I mean, Smolder still at 186 stacks, not going to have the execute. I mean, things might change a little bit, but if they keep taking more fights like this, where yes, the Aatrox and the Malphite are going to TP, and they're trying to fight it with full strength. Zutter was literally on Frozen Titan at one
Yeah.
point. Like, they were going completely all in on that fight, and I don't think they can until we see this Smolder hit 225, because they just do not have the follow-up right now, especially with Hui kind of in the gutter.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
even
see-
with like Ocean Soul being up, like Smolder hitting 225 stacks isn't gonna do much since they'll just be able to heal it all back anyways.
Yeah. The sustain now that they have.
It's getting a little
I'm
scary
surprised they
for 'em.
didn't go for a Baron play. I think they are just playing it safe. They've got the comfortable lead. They don't want to make any rash plays. Might have been able to go for a Baron there.
Like maybe now.
They were just
or-
nervous about it. I think now they can. The Vi's on the bottom side of the map. I don't know if Iowa was able to spot them out. If they did, though, this is completely free. I don't think Minnesota knows that they're on it. Yeah, nobody's checking it. There's no vision on it.
Zero vision. Okay,
They
now,
just
now
now
they
see
see.
it, but it's already gone.
Uh-oh. Little late.
There
Little
it
late to
is.
react. And now Smolder! Still going for the
Smolder.
turret!
It's going to go for the turret. Frozen Titan, however, might be picked off in the bottom lane. Seraph's Embrace is going to give him a big shield, but the Hui
Whoa.
just barely able to get enough damage out. But that's four members of Minnesota in the bot lane to try and stop the Talia.
I mean,
They do at least deny one Baron, but they're at the cost of, you know, mid-tier 2. They're probably going to lose the top tier 2 after this. Aatrox is kind of caught out here in no man's land. I don't know if...
at least maybe Hui's mental is going to be a little bit better going into the latter half of this match.
Maybe he's finally on the board.
He's on the board. 600 gold shutdown on top of that. So I mean, that's a lot of gold going to his pocket. But you know, I guess we'll just see. You know, 0 times 2 is still 0. You know, if he were to double his impact in these team fights thus far. So we're gonna see. I don't know what King Coney chooses to do now that he's got his Horizon focus.
Smolder's actually very close, and he's 6 stacks away. We're at 219.
219. Like
So after
one,
this
one
wave-
Q away. Oh my lord, the double
Should
recurve
be able
bow.
to catch all of it. Oh yeah.
Ungo Bungus.
He
Straight
loves
left.
that
Terminus
pattern.
is such a funny build path.
Terminus is always just like a goofy item to me. I don't know why. Every time I see it, even like when it's fully complete, you know.
No, I agree. It's like you
just
never
an
realize it's
interesting
actually
item.
idle.
Yeah.
I see it, I'm
Like-
like, all right, like, you know.
It's got like
Is
2
it?
passes and it looks really cool, but like you
Yeah,
don't
it
really
does
think
look
about that
really cool.
item.
The passive sounds dope, but like I don't really know where that item fits into the, you know, like what kind of value it brings you. Like, oh, Death Stance, yeah, I want that
Right.
for sustain.
Oh, I might have found his fight. They're gonna flash on the Aatrox. He's gonna try and flash away. World Ender not enough to save him. Viego,
Holy.
the
Oh, King
Darkened
Coney.
Blade's body, not quite able to get onto the Hui. There's a whole lot.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna
his
try and
health
get
is
this
gone.
mid. Yeah.
Wait, don't go
Hui
Bungus
is hurt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the season is gonna go out. They're gonna. Oh, he tried to throw out the Chains of Corruption. Burrell goes unstoppable for just a second there.
I actually really
Bungus
like
is
that
down.
pick. That was a really,
Dang.
really smart play by Minnesota. I mean, granted,
They
they're
lose
grasping
top
for
tier 2,
straws
but-
right now. Yeah, they just lost top tier 2 for that, but at least they make do. Because, I mean, they could have just kind of sat there and gave over that tier 2 because I don't think they could fight it in the first place.
I think
So-
in total with this Baron,
Made something happen.
Iowa
at
has
least.
able to expand the lead. They went from about 4,000 to now about 6,000. So they were able to get pretty good value out of that Baron. Now
Things
Elder.
happen.
Elder in 2 minutes.
That's where it's really going to get real. Smolder's got his execute. We're seeing, I mean, Talia is a whole item up on the Hui, but Hui is now, I mean, he's going to be a champion. I think, going into
He's
this
going
fight.
to be a champion.
Yeah. He's
So
going for the
between him and
Leandry.
Smolder, I think they might have the damage. It's just a matter of if they can deal with this Viego and Talia, because those two have been, especially this Viego has just been a lethal threat in every fight. I mean, even if they bait out Heartbreaker the second he gets one reset, like, and surprisingly enough, the Karma, Malignant and Shirelia's, and this Hui can say goodbye to half of his health should he be met with a Mantra Q.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, Aatrox.
what
playing
in
with
the
fire
Lord's
here.
name?
Playing with fire.
Oh,
Might have a-
man.
Might have a decent
So-
angle. Was it the Banshees? No? Gonna call it off. Whole team is here. It is 5v5 for this bot tier 2.
Not a whole lot of vision on the bot side, though. I think the entire map is kind of a gray area for for Minnesota. They have
Yeah.
one vision on their wolves, and that's about it. One
Pretty
ward.
much. Going into this Elder, that is very scary to
Oh,
try
they're
and push
looking for
into.
something,
Oh, it's an assist! They think they found their target. They found the Karma. Unstoppable Force, however, is going to completely stop that engage. Weaver's Wall going to cut off the Rel's escape. It is just the 2 carriers of Minnesota in the backline now trying to dish out as much damage as they can, but there's just no damage even with that fully stacked Smolder. What good is a Smolder if your front line just disintegrates?
Yeah. Crumbled in milliseconds. That was quick. But Malphite, like, quite literally was a millisecond away from death there. Like, the Smolder execute faded out, like, right as, like, I don't even know what damage was ticking, like, what was burning him, but something was doing damage over time. And just as it, like, would have crossed the threshold is when the Smolder execute was gone. And just like that, 3 for 0 on the side of
3 for 0.
Iowa. And an Elder Drake.
And Elder.
It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, this looks probably about as GG as it gets.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
Baron's up in 30.
10k
They're all
gold lead.
reset. They're all probably gonna go straight there.
Yeah.
Play for Baron. You win the Baron fight and just end. It's probably.
And it's not like they can really fight
Yeah,
it
I like
because
her.
they do have Elder. Like, should they step up unless they find the most miracle of fights and Iowa just closes their eyes for the entire fight? Then maybe they can
play
find
completely
something. But
zoomed in.
especially when Zutter is over
Oh,
here.
Zutter. A little
It's
bit
tough for
out of
everyone.
position there right before the Baron. Not quite what you want to see out of your jungler.
Right
Getting from the
before
ground.
Baron spawns too.
Right
That
before
is
Baron.
bold. Even without Elder being there is crazy. But with Iowa having Elder, making the decision to chillax there is just not optimal.
Oh, Mom does not do any damage.
Yeah, they have 0 vision.
You're better off sending a caster minion in there to contest Baron.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
292 stacks. I mean, like, theoretically, he's in a pretty strong point, but I
He
think
should be there.
item-wise, I mean, he's even with
Yeah.
Viego item-wise. I mean, he got that 50 CS on him, but
I mean, Viego's damn near full build.
Iowa's just got leverage here. Ridiculous leverage. Like that 2 inhibs right there.
Yeah.
It's looking a little scary for Minnesota
Just
here in
gonna
game
wait
1.
for the waves. Yeah.
That being said, I mean, it's pretty long series ahead of us, potentially. I mean, best of 5, like, there's still a lot of league left to be played, so losing 1 game isn't the end of the world for Minnesota.
Yeah.
But I think this one
I was
is
trying
pretty
to
much a
shake
wrap.
up the draft. Yeah.
I don't know, I
As
mean,
it
like,
is, both
pretty-
turrets are about to fall. Talia just has
yes.
so much damage, so much range. Malphite, they were able to at least get him low. He's still holding on to the unstoppable force.
oh, okay.
Oh, the Hui
Hold
though, able to get quite a good engagement. Smolder able to clean up quite a bit of
Hold
damage.
up.
Comes out the rel engage is absolutely massive. Cloud on Coffee, however, gets the resets. So
Oh my
Viego
God.
trying to get into the backline is able to find the Hui.
We're about
Able
to
to
see a Viego 1v5.
Oh
He's
my.
like-
It's just a 1v2.
okay.
Flash away does not have the
Oh my
Heartbreaker
God, wait,
anymore.
what is that
Doesn't
taking
quite
damage?
have the damage. It's just the Aatrox and the Vi. The Vi does not have the Flash anymore. Aatrox, however, does.
Makes
Does
it
not
a
look
3
like
for
he's
4, not gonna lie, that looked pretty
Wow.
bad. That was looking aceable for Minnesota. So I'm glad that Coffee was at least able to make do. I wonder
Yeah.
if they're gonna opt for a Viego ban instead of the Xin Zhao. But I don't know, like with that guy, you really can't.
That fight looked a little scary. That was the Rex, or sorry, the Rex, the rel engage. I saw the Hex Flash pull up. The rel engage was massive, combined with Hui able to get a lot of damage with his ultimate.
Yeah, I think it
Just
was
kept burning him down. Leandri's
those kind of fights that they were maybe looking to see earlier. But I mean, now with a 18 or 17k gold disparity, you know, now you're not exactly in the best position to make. Even if it's a good fight, it's not going to be a good fight because you're just so.
I was just too
behind
rich.
item-wise, yeah. You're literally going against the top 1%. Jeff Bezos and his entire army versus the University of Minnesota.
Versus hopefully the Hui and Rel monster engage stars aligning maybe one more time. That's kind of all they've got again. The stars,
I mean-
like I said, yeah, the Rel engage, the Hui, and Smolder all online at the same time. That's what they had.
They win a team fight. I mean, like, they can still make something happen. Like, theoretically, we're at a point in the game where the death timers are so long that it'd at least be an easy inhib for Minnesota should they win a 5v5 right now in their own base.
Yeah.
Which I think it's possible, but I think Iowa might have just slipped up that one time, and I don't know if they're really going to allow that to happen again, considering pacing fights is kind of one of their specialties.
I think they just got poked out. The Malphite was already.
Yeah, if
down
Malphite
to
can
1,000.
initiate first, then I think
Oh
it's
my
a bit
lord.
Oh, actually,
Okay.
I might have found their pick. The Talia goes.
Oh,
Able to melt that Hui. There's no more damage anymore. Unstoppable Force is able to find the entire front line. They might be able to get the Dungle Bungus. Aatrox is able to get it. Smolder, the damage is starting to tick. Viego trying to find a way back in, trying to get that reset. It's a 3v2. Weaver's Wall is going to go in. Iowa thinks they found the ending opportunity. Smolder just too slippery, able to get over. He's going to pop the ghost. He held on to the ghost the entire time.
Where he wants to smoke now all of a sudden?
Still full HP. He's able to defend the base. We're going to go to Elder number 2.
Alright, well. 35-minute game.
Yeah. Minnesota's going to respawn. If they sprint there, they might be able to contest this. It's going to be a bit of an uphill battle. I mean, Iowa's full control over it right now.
I think.
Won't be easy, but
I mean,
they could.
they let the Smolder live for that entire fight, and he was still just pumping out damage the entire time, and they still couldn't kill everyone on Iowa. So, like, I don't know. I think, like, if a fight goes well for Iowa and Smolder is gone pretty quickly, then this is gonna be difficult.
Yeah, getting Hui, I think, was a good step one. Oh, Minnesota's actually taking full control over the Elder Dragon Pit. It's actually Iowa playing for retake here, so to speak.
Okay, we're having a little bit of a smite off.
Drag it out. Elder is down to half HP. A lot of poke coming from both sides. Mom is going to come through, try and create more space. Vi getting the Elder closer and closer to the threshold, and Minnesota takes the Elder. The fight is going to go through. The Smolder burn is going to take the Varus. Vi is able to find their man, but they have to defend the base. They're not able to continue the fight. I think as much as they'd like to, this is looking a little bit closer than anybody would have expected.
Yeah, I mean, I was still up 8k gold, but I mean, these fights are starting to look better for Minnesota by the minute, just because, I mean, Smolder is is scaling literally infinitely. So
yeah, he's at the 400 mark now.
Quickly approaching full build. So I mean, he's eventually going to start matching Litalia's damage, at least like in his late game full potential.
Way does scale extremely well. Ooh, Iowa.
Uh-oh.
Wants a bit more smoke than I think we would have expected here. But I mean, that's one Smolder Q brought the Viego all the way down to half HP. Just the burn is so much. He's so slippery, so hard to get onto. The front line has been chipped away. Gonna reset here.
Pretty calmly here.
If Iowa knows that they go for the reset, they might be able to swing in here. They have the damage. They can burst down Baron. I think they're a little hesitant. They don't have any vision here.
Yeah, I mean, everyone on Minnesota is sprinting to Baron rapidly, or so I thought. They're kind of just going to be chillaxing while Iowa gets a free one.
Free Baron.
Okay. Free Baron.
There we go. That's going to help.
That'll help deter the Smolder from pumping out so much damage.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been able... The Smolder's been able to live for far too long, I think, in these fights.
Yeah, he's so hard to get onto. Sees some assist, however.
Hold up.
Not going to be pulled out.
Oh.
I thought
he coming off a Malphite, a big blank.
Oh, Chains of Corruption are going to come out. The Malphite is deep into enemy territory here. Has to, use the unstoppable force to safety. Not safe enough. The Smolder damage takes it into true Elder.
A lot of cooldowns.
There's a lot of cooldowns. A lot of ultimates. In fact, all the ultimates except for Hui.
Spelling Despair still in the arsenal. I mean, they could choose to use that. They could probably pick up Frozen Titan here if they really wanted to. Does have the Zonias that would counteract that.
I was not really. Frozen Titan actually might get Berserker. Seraph's Embrace, I think, is up to. Oh, Elder just barely runs out, actually.
There we go. He's gonna lose his Zonias there, but no Hui ult. But with this CDR, oh my god, that thing is coming back very soon. Inhib's gonna respawn probably the next couple minutes here, and then I think that's really gonna change the dynamic, because that should give Minnesota a lot more breathing room to fight these objectives. They won't have to worry about clearing these waves quite as much just because those inhibs being up, but despite that, Iowa's still on kind of a full court press here in Minnesota jungle.
Looks like they might be able to find the Aatrox. The burst is gonna
that's
come
actually
through.
so huge. I can't even lie. Like in these last couple of
Ooh.
fights, the Aatrox has actually done a really good job of frontlining. I think he's found a lot of damage on Varus and Talia, and it's really made it difficult to take this Smolder out and just let him dish out hella damage.
Been really good at getting into that backline, but now
I'm wondering-
Smolder likely going to be a little bit more susceptible to that damage. Unstoppable Force is up. Malphite with the right angle here. I think he just needs to try and find that Smolder. If he does...
Oh,
he is thrown
King
instead.
Tony instead.
The Smolder is going to try and do as much damage as he can. That execute threshold is getting closer and closer. Is going to Zanya's.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, and the quadra kill. Or sorry, the
Smolder
triple
damage.
kill is going to come out from the Smolder. Is able to buy enough time. Is not going to get bursted down.
Oh.
Karma has to flash away. It is just the Talia and the Karma with 2 minutes before Elder. But their base, they're able to get the inhibs back. Or the inhibs have gone back down again.
This Smolder. Now 455 stacks. I mean, this dude's outputting
Wow.
ridiculous damage. He was getting stacks at a snail's pace, but now that like I think I was giving him enough of a time window to get to 450, like now like finding a fight that you're gonna be able to end the game off of is going to be near impossible if Minnesota plays like pretty safely. I think it's starting to look more Minnesota favorite in my eyes, just strictly because of this Smolder being here. He's now full build. Varus
He's full build.
almost
He's,
full build, so I mean we're gonna see a little more strength from him coming pretty soon here.
Smolder's at almost 500 stacks.
Yeah,
At
that is
460.
that is scary. He's just been getting fed waves left and right to farm. That dude's only gonna keep scaling. We need a big old pick, but between Spiraling Despair Landing and just like Hui AoE damage in general, plus Smolder, like that last fight there where they were all just kind of chilling in base, Iowa very clumped up. I mean, there's not a whole lot they can do.
Yeah, I was
with that
relying
damage.
very heavily on getting picks. And, I mean, even though they got a pick that fight, that was a 5v4. Aatrox is down. That Smolder is able to buy so much time. He has so much health, so many stacks now. And his team is able to buy a lot of time around him. It's very, very difficult to play this out for Iowa. They do currently have control over the drag pit.
I wonder, so with kind of what's going on here, I wonder if Too Many Arms can afford to just Unstoppable Force straight onto Smolder. It seems like they've kind of created a lot of space between the carries, and given either King Coney or NN, whichever one of them isn't being dived by the Malphite or by the Viego, they've had so much space to make things happen. But hold
Ooh,
up.
the Rella's gonna actually try and get a flash engage. Not able to find the Varus. Aatrox, however, is. I was able to find the Smolder. The Smolder is down. Karma is able to shut down the Smolder. It is just the Hui dishing out damage next to the Elder. Karma gets a double kill. Talia, however, is able to pick up the Hui. They're just going to collapse on everybody else. It looks like Iowa finally found the team fight they were looking for this whole time. Heartbreaker, they're going to burst down what is left of the Vi, and they're going to charge down.
Holy
Get
moly.
the rest of Minnesota's base. They finally get the team fight they've been looking for this
my
whole
God.
time.
And that was looking like it was about to be Minnesota's fight right there.
Yeah,
with the
I
Rel
was
engage,
a
the
little
Aatrox on
scared.
the
That Rel
Varus.
engage
Oh my lord, I would
made me
not
nervous.
scare me like that.
Oh.
It's okay, you know, Iowa has a Viego. Viego can turn into Smolder, so
Yeah.
True. There's the true beauty in the Viego pick.
Wow. That was a nail biter. 52,000 damage out from
my
the
God.
Smolder. Wow.
42-minute game for game 1. This is a best of 5, by the way, guys.
Ooh.
We
Will be bangers.
are on a 2-minute delay, so sorry for responding and whatnot late. That's just, obligatory reminder. But I think after a 42-minute game, I think all the players are low-key taking a breather. Just
Yeah.
gathering their bearings, maybe talking it out there, maybe looking to ban Smolder, looking to pick Smolder first. Because I think literally remove that champion from Minnesota's equation there, and that was the Iowa game at 25 minutes. 25, 30 minutes, probably. I think they just struggled to end. super quickly, and that just let the smolder. Like that was looking very problematic, and that's just because that champion is so disgusting. But I mean, here we are. We made it. They still persevered. They made it. Found that fight. Thank God. It was looking a little scary, but right when they were dumping all the damage on the Frozen Titan, I think that Zhonya's created the time he needed. Everyone needed to just take down Enon on the smolder. And that was the key. All of a sudden, Minnesota fell apart as soon as smolder was gone. I mean, granted, that'll happen with any AD carry, but, you know. You lose your consistent damage, like, especially when it's smolder. But I gotta give a lot of credit to that Aatrox, because I can't lie, like, mid-game, he was looking pretty useless. Like, Minnesota's frontline between the Vi and the Aatrox was not doing a whole lot. They were kind of just sitting there being Iowa's punching bags for pretty much the whole time, and then late game kind of was able to kick on the Jets, and all of a sudden Smolder was able to get that space. Aatrox was able to take down the Varus pretty consistently. I think Dungobungus was kind of just like a scapegoat. Like Aatrox was looking for him every single fight, just as Malphite was looking for Smolder away. So,
oh yeah,
it was, I don't know, that was craziness. But here we are. Looks like everyone's in the lobby. We're heading into game 2. 1 hour later.
You're already ready to go.
40-minute game 1. Yeah, Sam, I'm with you on that.
Alright, we're caught up.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot. With the predictions, we can't end them too early, because it'll just reveal the thing. I remember doing that last year, like just doing the prediction too early, and everyone's like, "Dude,
dude!"
Or people from like the winning team in the in-house games just like flowing into the chat. We'd all be sitting there like, "Dude, we're 3 minutes behind."
Best of 5.
But holy moly!
I did not give us enough time. I can. Yeah, there's like no time to predict. Oh well.
I think we're about to get in the draft. It's
Looks
both
like they are ready.
Iowa and Minnesota are ready to get right back into it. So we are going to see Minnesota on blue side draft this time. They are going to get first pick, which I think makes a Smolder ban way more likely. Obviously, Enon's going to be looking for that Smolder pick. But that being said, I mean, that if they are to ban Smolder, then that would mean either leaving Enon's Kaisa open or just dedicating 2 bans straight to AD carry, which might not be completely optimal. I don't know, like, I don't know how many other bans Iowa really needs here against Minnesota. If there's any other key picks.
I mean, after the Smolder, the next most dangerous was probably the Aatrox, I would say.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't even think Okay had a big impact except for maybe one-off trade. So.
Yeah, like every once in a while he'd hit like an ult or like, you know, a couple abilities would land and boom, he'd do like insane damage just because, you know, 200 years and whatnot. But yeah, the Aatrox was, I think, the biggest threat there. Okay, Smolder gonna.
They are gonna take it with the Smolder. So it is pretty much the same draft. Or the same bans, they just swapped the Kaisa for the Smolder. So I imagine they probably blind the Kaisa here. Kaisa's not the most blind pickable.
Oh, Senna instead? Either gonna flex it, support ADC.
Ooh, okay.
But
Senna Kaisa's not a popular lane, so they're probably not gonna go for that.
Unless they're feeling really bold, but I don't know. Considering like the draft last game, like on both teams, the draft was pretty solid on both sides. Like even Minnesota's draft, like overall, like I could see the method. You know, I don't think they're a team that's gonna be like, oh, we're just gonna try Senna Kaisa, why not? You know, and then just see how it goes. No, I think they're playing by the textbook.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, their last comp was really strong. I think. I imagine they'll follow it up with a strong comp once again.
Oh, Viego.
Iowa gonna respond with the
right
same,
away.
Karma Viego.
Holy moly.
Viego did put in a lot of work that game.
Yeah,
he did.
I think it was like 4-0 pretty early on.
Oh yeah, I think they finished.
Oh, hold up. Maybe they're mind gaming right now. They just hovered the Viego and then into the Varus.
They don't want to give a
potentially like
away.
You know, maybe they were like, oh yeah, we might pick Viego. But maybe they're just trying to mind game them. Oh yeah, like we're totally gonna pick Diego now.
Maybe denying a Senna Varus lane might be higher priority.
Well, I could see how that'd be a little bit disgusting. I really liked the Karma Varus. I think that game early was just so weird. I mean, Varus was left alone for
Yeah.
pretty much the whole game. That's the Dungo Bungus special that's being left in the bot lane to farm. Like he's pretty used to that kind of like play style, but oh, whoa. Oh, please pick Aurelia. Oh my god, please pick Aurelia. Please do it. Oh my god, I'll be so happy. Oh,
I am.
alright.
Picking
Okay.
away the Talia.
Talia early though. That's an
Interesting,
interesting
yeah.
choice. So I think I'm gonna be seeing a Senna Maokai, because Maokai is not really that viable in jungle anymore. I could be wrong. Is he still jungling pretty well?
They tuned him a little bit, so he's a little bit better in jungle than before and worse support than before, but he's still solid. Still
Not to be confused with Malphite.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lilia
Oh,
pick.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So gonna opt away from the Viego. Looks like the Viego like kind of hover had some effect. They immediately picked the Talia there. Gonna deny Frozen Titan that pick, and now allows them to maybe pick some more champs with either dashes or whatnot. But it looks like Iowa kind of had something up their sleeve as well. Lilia Varus Karma, no dashes there. Only potential source of maybe a stun with that rock field is gonna be the seismic shove from Talia. Especially with Karma Lilia's like speed boost.
Oh yeah.
Holy moly.
Oh my god, the Karma Lilias can be so annoying to play against.
If this Talia hits a single W on the Lilia, like I don't know, like I'll do something. Gotta figure out something to do. But
You'll
some sort
buy
of bet.
us in call.
Yo.
I
I'm
will
getting hungry.
sell my account for $0.00.
The empty
I'll leak the
Iowa
login.
production account.
Leak the login on
I'll
stream.
leak the login on Derp Gaming. If anyone wants that.
Never look back.
Oh, okay, J-Span.
J-Span.
Is that? I mean,
Is that on Frozen Titan?
I think that's a
gotta
top.
be.
Actually, yeah, I guess Frozen Titan's been playing the Jace a little more lately. So I could see that, considering they might want a AD focused mid, but he's gonna go for the Yone instead.
Whoa,
Y'all
the
forgot his
signature.
signature. What are y'all doing? Like, oh yeah, let's ban the Jace. Keppa.
Yeah.
Yone.
Yone's a little tough to play into the Talia.
Oh.
The engage is a little tough, but I think he's just so comfortable on it. It's so good into the
Yeah.
Senna.
Oh
And
my.
he should know the
Just a
matchup
normal time.
after
Yeah.
demonstrating his Talia last game.
Yeah, I mean, he
He
knows.
knows. I mean, he knows the matchup both ways.
He knows the ins and outs, both sides. So we'll see. Okay. Wukong.
Wukong could be
Looks like
top,
that's-
could be jungle.
Yeah, top jungle. I think
Still
he's.
a little flexibility.
Yeah, I don't know how well he does in the top lane as of late. But
Still
jungle,
not
I
great
know.
even after the buffs.
Jungle, I think he's still pretty consistent though. I think more likely there.
I
Oh,
imagine that's
I
jungle.
think yeah, he's
It's a
jungle.
lot of top laners.
Yeah, I think he's jungle.
They're having some fun.
Oh. Okay.
Jack.
Jack. This dude just loves playing
blind.
like these solo lane carry champs. It's so funny watching this dude play like the Aatrox and now Jax. He wants all the smoke.
I was gonna say if they go for a support here, that would be really toxic. Because then you send the Karma
Big
mid,
Karma.
the Yone top,
Yeah,
it's a decent matchup, and then you
that
pick
would be-
Emilio for the Varus.
Okay. Darius, question
Does he
mark?
like it?
Oh,
Oh, he's
back on the Malphite,
Back
baby.
on Malphite duty.
Malphite. Honestly, it probably works out better. They do need
Yeah.
a bit more frontline. They do not have Viego, who's a bit more of a bruiser. They instead have Lilia,
Yeah, who likes
who's
that?
not trying to take damage.
And I mean, Unstoppable Force, the Talia Rockfield, not gonna be able to do anything about that.
Mhm.
So, Malphite Dash still gonna go through. Now, the only one who's got to worry about this Talia is Frozen Titan and the Yone, but you know, this is his bread and butter right here.
Oh yeah.
This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing for this guy. But yeah, Senna Maokai bot, pretty chill, pretty safe lane. Senna gonna be looking into scale, most definitely. I mean, Varus doing the same thing, but maybe with a bit more aggression. I guess we'll see how how Minnesota chooses to play now. I think it'll be pretty analogous to last game on the Smolder. Just infinitely stacking and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Jack's Malphite. I think,
Do you think he'll buy the Bramble Vest early this time?
yeah, maybe. I mean, with Jax, it makes a lot more sense to get that Bramble Vest early, but I mean, team-wise, if we're looking team-wide here between, like, you know, Jax, Wukong, Senna, those are your targets for the Bramble Vest and the Thornmail. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
those 3 champs by themselves makes it worth. I don't know, actually. I mean, Jax alone, like, get that brother some items, and I mean, that Thornmail is going to have ridiculous value. So I don't know. See what he opts for.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's going to play out a little bit different, though, than last game. Bot lane, more or less similar.
Yeah, going for that infinite scaling.
Then scaling.
From
Lilia, though?
Minnesota.
I mean, Cloud and Coffee's going to have a vastly different game, I think. Rather than, like, playing for those early picks and whatnot. And I mean, yes, Viego does scale just off of CS. But, like, Lilia just going to be farming, ganking only when it's really a perfect opportunity. Beyond that, just kind of hanging out. But we're going to see Wukong probably emerge from the jungle a little more often, but I don't know. Both pretty consistent comps, but I would say that Minnesota's is a little bit more
They have more
breaking
early
the
game
mold.
power for sure
Yeah.
than last game.
And then
Absolutely.
let's see, Jax, Talia, Senna. Holy.
Yeah, Minnesota's a very AD heavy comp this time around.
Yeah.
Only magic damage is gonna come from this Talia.
The Malphite value is crazy here.
Oh yeah.
I could definitely see why he opted for the Malphite, because probably saw the Jax and it was like almost like an instant reaction from the rest of his team. He's like, oh, like, do I have to? Hubbard's hilarious.
Do I have to Malphite?
Do I
dude?
have to play
Had
Malphite
to.
again? I don't know. I mean, hitting a nice, like, unstoppable force is always fun, but, like, you're just spending, like, 30 minutes of just, like, farming and, I don't know, pressing
Yo.
W. Yeah,
Trade pattern, press Q, walk back, slap a minion, wait for Q to come back up, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, he
That's
did
the
pretty
whole
well
Malphite game plan.
into being camped by Vi last game. And
Yeah.
even though Aatrox was doing pretty well with his lead, like, they weren't really able to capitalize on it. So
Yeah.
maybe if he can play weak side again, and Varus and Yone can get a little more damage in, then they should be set.
It's like
Absolutely.
everyone on side of Minnesota not gonna have quite as much mastery in their champs as Iowa does. Like Iowa, like I mean, these guys are all
Mastery
playing
diff?
like it might be a mastery differential. I'm seeing a lot of level 5s. Most experience would be Mobziab on the Jax. I mean, out of their entire team, that's 90k mastery. But Frozen Titan's got 300k. So on the Yone, I don't know.
The Yone connoisseur. I'm at 15 seconds, by the way. If you
Alright, let me jump to
pause
15.
there.
Alright, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, did just like that. Time
We're
controls.
back.
We're back.
Game 2.
Let me pull this up on screen. Game 2 of our best of 5 here. Iowa versus Minnesota. A classic rivalry we all know from Friday Night Lights or Saturday Night Lights, whatever, you know, the college saying is. Saturday Night Football. And now, here they are duking out in the Rift. Iowa is up 1-0 on the series. And I gotta say, I really do like Iowa's draft over
They
Minnesota's right now.
are attempting to get some damage onto the Talia here, down chunked below half HP. I think if she resets now, though, she's not quite gonna make it to yeah, she's just gonna pop the
Very
health
committed
pots.
to the potion, yeah.
Alright, that's bold.
Wow,
That is...
significant health differential already.
Yeah, I mean, maybe knows Clit on Coffee isn't going to look for something per se on the Lilia, or at least have like a crazy amount of impact super early. Maybe Wukong
Yeah,
will be
Lilia
hovering a little more.
Yeah, mostly tries to play for those team fights.
Whoa.
Ooh. Maokai does chunk though when he hits.
Yeah. Playing
Oh
pretty.
boy.
He's on the God Staff Jax. This is the L9
He's
split
trying a
push.
little hard here. He's trying to win this lane.
Oh yeah. This is like
I hope
something I
so.
would see at like 1 a.m. on draft, and I'd be like losing my mind.
Someone in chat, can you play Malphite on a trackpad? I think you probably could.
You honestly
Yeah.
probably, as long as you aim your cursor where you want the R to go,
Mm-hmm.
which I mean might be a little harder on a trackpad, but still like not the hardest. Oh yeah.
You play on a leap pad.
You only have to aim 2 abilities, you know.
True.
I'm obviously gonna have a lot of prio, but bot lane clapping right back, dealing a lot of damage early.
Yeah, the Karma Varus pressure is still immense. Even with the Maokai Senna, that alleviates a lot of it. Ooh,
Okay, Frozen Titan get a little shifty.
Frozen Titan.
All right. No fear on the Yone.
He loves this champ. He loves this champ. He's so much experience on the Yone.
Big crash from Abziab. Big old wave going crash, but he's not exactly farming that well.
Man.
He's-
Like all that tryharding and the D shield.
And the spam emote in the bush.
Yeah.
Malphite's not even there to see it. He's just doing that for himself.
Holy. Frozen Titan. Frozen Titan putting that health disparity to work. Holy moly.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Let that brother do his thing. Gonna force Talita back right away. I'm gonna TP to catch wave if I had to guess.
Gonna have to TP, yeah.
Yeah.
Catch the entire wave. You do not want to miss that early. Gonna miss your level 6 spike. Snowball from there very, very quickly.
Yone is. I see Frozen Titan Yone. He gonna find all the gaps.
Yo, the Q and walk away.
You right click.
That's how it's done. I love how much damage like the first W does on Malphite too. Like when you first press W auto. The
Oh,
first
yeah.
auto, I feel like, I don't know, does the first auto do more damage than the rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say,
The
'cause
rest only applies to the on hit.
I thought for some reason it was placebo, but like, I was like, oh, the first auto like does so much damage, like just doing that
Does it
Q
always?
run away and like it's just the most chill combo ever. But I always thought that I was just geeking.
I love interacting with Malphite. You're so right, Colin.
Just press W Q, he runs away and like just like that. Malphite
God
wins the
forbid
trade.
you make a terrible mistake and end up like fighting the champ, and then you just press E, and then they cannot fight you anymore.
That's how it
More
goes.
auto attack. Love Malphite.
What a champion. Is it the Mecha Malphite going on right now too? Alright.
Alright, Karma looking to make a little play in mid.
Potentially.
Wukong shadowing.
The Zetter is there. Udall might instead be the one on the chopping block here, though, because Coffee's nearby. Uh-oh. Varus, though!
Perhaps the Dunglebungus has been caught out. The Maokai trying to put out
Uh-oh.
as much damage as they can. The Senna.
That is
Will
bold to walk up like
the
that.
damage is gonna come through. Flashes away. Senna flashes to follow. Now it's the Wukong. And Lilia just gonna try and walk
Uh-oh.
it out as well. The root, the flash under turf from the Wukong, able to get the double kill over to the Senna.
Okay, 2-0. 2-0 Enon,
2-0 for
finding that early
Minnesota.
lead. Like Dunglebungus keeps finding himself in some pretty precarious situations, but when he's solo, I think maybe needs to chillax a little more.
He's testing his limits.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think
he's
This is
so.
a
his
great place
hero.
to do it. In playoffs.
Playoffs. Start limit testing. Why not?
Yeah, it's only top 16, so it's not like that big. We're up a game, you know.
Yeah. No, let's just chillax.
Don't want to jinx things. Too many arms, the greatest top laner I've ever seen. The Shy could never. True, Shy could never play Malphite.
True.
I think the Shy would
Or hit banana combo.
You'd get so bored by the champ.
Yeah.
that he would keel over at the desk and fall asleep.
Right then and there. Up on the stage in front of everyone. Oh, they are going to contest this, though.
Oh, Weaver's Wall gonna come through. They are gonna try and contest it. The Drake is actually gonna go over to Iowa. Whole lot of
Fate
damage
Seal.
into the pit. Dunglebung is caught in between everybody. However, the Fate Seal is able to catch quite a few members of Minnesota. Now it is just about the cleanup crew. The Lilia,
Oh,
1
my
HP, just able to survive. The double kill is gonna go over to the Yone. Seismic Shove is gonna try and buy her as much time as she can. The Flash away is able to save her own life. But overall, the Drake and the handful of kills over to you, Iowa.
Check that out. Now Frozen Titan is right where he wants to be once again. Like,
Oh my goodness!
Whoa. Hold up.
Karma actually picks up technically a solo kill onto the Talia. Talia had to blow all of her spells to try and keep the Yone from killing her. Little bit of an overstep. Iowa actually takes a
flash
gold
and
lead
still
off
goes
that
down.
one.
Very nice,
Wow.
very nice. Forrest is going to push mid. Do his thing safely here. Potentially get a plate. Avoid fighting that 1v2 again in the bot lane. Hasn't had a whole lot of success laning by himself, especially when they just have a pretty solid freeze like this.
Took Demolish?
Yeah, this is
I'm
the
sorry,
second game.
He took Demolish?
He took
Vince?
Demolish last game too.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I didn't pan over to it.
This guy plays AD
Got some
Nico.
tech.
Before it was good.
He's
He does have the
Alright.
call too. He's trying to maximize his economy. You know,
Yeah.
3 item on hit Varus will do a lot of damage.
He is
so.
the goat of builds.
All right.
He is the
He
goat
does
of building
build
something crazy and then still
things.
winning.
Yeah.
He's like,
Wow.
Number
I
one
was
in
gonna
that
pick up
field.
an uncontested
Oh my God.
3 Void Grubs. Which is a
Chains of
good omen.
Corruption. Going a little wide down the bot lane.
Bit of a field goal, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, they did have level lead. And then in Mochigo were levels 5 and 4 respectively, while like Dungobungus and Mudol had that level disparity. For a moment there, tried to find something. Just not quite gonna land. Alright, Lilia. Farming. Malphite and Jax going pretty much even up here.
Oh yeah, this
Not
is
a
every
whole lot
top
going on.
laner's favorite matchup.
Yep.
Jax Malphite. Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Lilia.
The Jax player, as this game progresses, is not gonna be having a good time.
He's gonna be
About
incredibly
as simple
bored.
as that. Yeah, he's just gonna
He
be
probably
hitting the
already
turret.
is really bored. Yeah, Malphite has tabs. You're not doing damage.
He's struggling right now.
He is up there to farm grasp stacks.
I think it'd take lethal.
That's about it.
I mean, you're gonna get a lot of value out of grasp moving a Malphite, but like you're gonna get a lot of like stacks off
you
of
get
that.
more than lethal though,
For
because you
sure.
don't have any kill pressure onto the Malphite, so there's no point in going the kill rune. So instead
Yeah.
you go grasp because you can consistently get the double. You can consistently auto him. So you are able to at least stack a pretty good health lead against him. Also, grasp is not terrible come team fights. It does give you quite a bit of sustain, especially when you start to pair it with the Sundered
Ooh, yeah.
Sky and Sheen procs. So,
Oh yeah.
kind of works out.
Oh.
Oh, Malachi, however, thinks he's
Hold
finally
the
engaged.
phone.
Wukong is going to spin to win. Dunglebungus going to save the flash. Knows he's dead there either way.
Gonna hold on to that. Mudol gonna flash right behind him, so that way Dungobungus tanks the root. Mudol can just get away safely.
Only one death.
Alright, well.
Wow.
So it looks like Senna's kind of online. Wukong finding his lead that he wanted. Frozen Titan might be finding something on King Coney.
Oh,
There it
just
is.
might
Rio.
does. Wow.
Alright, well.
Goes for the dive, does not
Looks like she didn't have
seem
rock
phased.
sealed up.
I mean, he seems, like I said, he seems completely unfazed in this matchup, which is... It goes to show, like I said, just how much experience he's got on the champ. He does have the gold lead as well, which helps quite a bit, but wow.
Yeah, I mean, he's up to 1,500
So
gold lead just right now in 11 minutes. Like, ridiculously.
Ooh. It might have
Ridiculously.
found the Jax. The double force is going to come through. He's going to go to sleep.
Alright.
The fight is going to stand there menacingly while he tries to get away. The burn is able to take down the Jax. Lilia picks up a kill on the top side in preparation for those grubs that are going to be up about the same time. Drag is actually going to be up in 6 seconds here. Wukong is going to take advantage of Lilia being on the top side of the map. Turn.
I was kind of putting down the throttle here. I mean, bot side, things are looking a little bit rough. Like, but, I mean, in terms of who's got the lead, who's net even, and who's behind, like, this is playing out pretty much exactly like last game did.
Pretty much.
Dungo Bungus lagging a little bit behind, but still doing okay. Gonna still have value, especially with the Chains of Corruption. Karma been kind of hanging out everywhere on the map, so not really leaving him a lot of opportunities to get himself ahead. Instead, Frozen Titan, Cloud and Coffee gonna find themselves with the leads just as they did last game. And then top lane, I mean, y'all already know what's going on up here. Like,
top lane.
actually in a better
Still
state.
Dragon
than
Brown.
Ball's going to come through. They're going to cut off.
Oh.
Karma's escape. Seismic Shove does miss, but the Nature's Grasp cannot. Are just going to sacrifice Karma so that Dungle Bungus may live. However, ooh, he may. No, Wukong's just going to go for the Gromp. Probably the right play.
Yeah.
Would be very bold to try and fight him there. That being said, does have full prior.
I think he would win. It's just like at that time, like, he has no idea who's around.
Yeah.
Like, Lilia could literally be anywhere.
Yeah, you want to get as much gold as you can with your time, and I think the Gromp is probably more worth than trying to gamble against the Varus.
Yeah, your latest coin flipping, the plus 300.
Yeah, whereas Gromp is a pretty free and easy 100. Well, 85. Yeah.
Guy loves the dabbing penguin emote. He said he likes
I love
watching
it too. I
2 seconds.
spam that emote.
It's so
That's what this
good.
guy's doing.
Yeah.
Mobs, yeah.
I don't know if I spammed the
Spamming
emote
that
against you
sounds
when we played our game, but yeah. I love to spam that emote.
It's a good one. I like that.
I think it's even funnier if you like make a misplay and then you throw it.
Yeah.
Like I love throwing it
ironic.
after I die.
Yeah. Yeah, check this shit out.
Yeah, you know, like the Braum W emo.
Yeah.
Every time I miss a skill
Yeah.
shot, I throw that one out.
Yeah. It's fun.
Alright, no contest on the Herald 2.
Yeah, just gonna give it
Yeah,
over.
full top side of the map going over to Iowa. They were able to get all 6 grubs.
6 grubs, Herald. Pretty chill stuff, and 1 Drake to 1 Drake. Objective-wise, this game's going really well for Iowa.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have to deal with the Jax being as, I guess, like ahead as, or like having as much tempo as maybe the Aatrox did. But
So as far as value on the map goes, Malphite is slightly, ever so slightly ahead of the Jax. Does have completed boots over him.
Boots, the
Wukong
Sunfire.
has found his man.
Uh-oh.
The Yone in the river is going to flash away. Oh, he's going to... He cannot get over the wall. Fate sealed. Ends up sealing his own fate. Caught out in the bottom river.
I really like that flash in the Wukong. Very nice
Yeah, to
stuff.
block the Yone escape is definitely clean.
Very clean, very clean.
Very clean.
They like to see. But, I mean, Colette and Coffee and Too Many Arms going to clap back in the top lane. Hopefully get that tier 2 first. That's going to be pretty sad.
Arley's able to take the first turret. Minnesota's going to try and respond with a dive. Nature's Grass is going to come through. Varus going to try and buy himself as much time as possible. Not quite enough. The Wukong.
Oh my lord!
Oh!
Flash comes through
Okay.
from both
No flash
the
for
Senna and the Karma. Overall, Minnesota picks up a man for free on the dive in exchange for the top first turret.
I swear I always forget how much damage the Karma does. That champ does ridiculous damage.
Yeah, Karma hits like a truck. Especially she's got the Zax online.
Oh my lord. Support item.
Love that item.
Support item, by the way.
Yo.
Frozen Titans, probably a little angsty. Gotta go take red, or go take Minnesota's
I'm not gonna
Raptors
take
here.
that. Just wants to
At least you get the
stack the
stacks
passive.
off.
I think he is.
Oh,
yearning
he's
for a
looking for
kill.
some revenge on the
Jeez.
Yeah, I
Wukong.
think he ain't happy about what. He's taking matters into his own hands, making things happen,
Decides against
playing a
it.
little more aggressively. I mean, once he has Fate sealed up, he's already got it. I think this Senna is pretty much as good as dead. Does not have ult up, no flash, no cleanse.
Oh. Oh, they're
Only-
pushing up. They saw the Lily on the bottom side of the
Uh-oh.
map. They decide they're going to go for it
Uh-oh.
anyways.
Oh,
Going to land onto the Senna. She is
Wow.
a shot. They're going to put the
Clean
Maokai to sleep. They might be
cuts.
able to go for a dive too. He's too squishy. Double kill for Frozen Titan.
That brother is now 5-1, 150 gold bounty. Got his Kraken Slayer coming up on his second item here. Pretty soon. Looks like he's going to be going for IE. Not going to be going for the Bork Kraken build.
I like the Infinity Edge build better.
Yeah, I don't think there's
say
really
it,
a
I don't
whole
like
lot of
Bork.
reason for Bork this game, too. Like, you know.
I like it. Ooh, top side of the map.
Hold
Zeus
up.
McTrell is going to go out. The Malphite is as good as dead. Yes, he is. They are at least going to get the ghost out of Jax in response. They do get the dragon.
Finally satiate his hunger, his bloodlust. He has been getting the Malphite treatment the past 2 games. I think he kind of had a similar complex to Frozen Titan a couple minutes ago.
But despite all that, I was able to get the mid tier 2. However, they might have tried to bite off more than they could chew. Chains of Corruption are going to go out onto the Wukong. Not going to make it a 1-for-1. They're just going to lose the Lilia for the mid tier 2.
It's been like weirdly back and forth.
Yeah, this is a very, very close game.
Kind of both games. I mean, last game, like it was looking like a clear Iowa victory, but I mean, the second Smolder hit that 225 and beyond. Even at 225, he wasn't really doing a whole lot, but eventually Hui started to get a little more items. Aatrox having good value. They found pretty good rhythm. Then Smolder hit 450 stacks, and then that's when things kind of started to shift a little bit. So this game gonna be a little bit of a different situation than that. Dead even on both sides. Literally, it cannot get more even in terms of gold. Objective-wise, Iowa in the lead in that department, but
Ooh, Frozen Titan.
anyone's
Looking
game.
for a pick onto the Jax. Karma does spot out the Wukong. It would be a 2v2 up here. It is slightly in favor of the Wukong. Wukong's very, very far ahead. 5-1 Wukong. But not as far ahead as Frozen Titan. Frozen Titan's actually still 1,300 gold above him. So despite how fed the
two
Wukong
items.
is, Yone is more fed than that.
get that farm differential. Now approaching 200 farm. Nice 10 CS per minute plus the 5 kills. Like,
10 CS a minute is very satisfying.
that's pretty much optimal gold input there. Oh,
So,
it's
somebody in chat said, "Is this Clash of Clans?" Yes, the new update.
It is a new Clash update.
Thank you for joining us.
This is Clash Royale actually. They just dropped the new set.
Added a third lane.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Put a third lane in
Oh,
Clash
Frozen
of
Titan
Clans.
might get
Uh-oh.
caught out here. Fate Sealed might be able to save him. The Jax trying to close the gap, just needs a little bit more distance for the leap strike to be in range. Karma's
Oh
going to
my
try and
God.
come up. Stop him. The counter strike's going to come through and calls off the play.
Wow.
Was able
Didn't
to
have flash. The flash
just
just
barely.
came up right after that. That was complete.
Whew,
Thank God.
just barely made enough space for
And
himself.
mobs, yeah, Ghost coming up in the next couple of seconds here too. Just really interesting timing for the sums here on both sides.
Somebody pissed off Baron.
Know what's going on here? Not even gonna get it. It's gonna
Happy.
see
This
how
is the
Baron's doing.
territorial
See
Baron,
how
right?
his- I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Right on the money. Alright, well. Too many arms, just gonna go for vision on the bot side.
Yeah, back
Always nice to
farming
see
it
from the top laner. Going to clear vision, I think that's something some may forget to do from time to time, but
Oh,
we're
that's
forgetting
interesting.
this is
He's
UI
picking up,
Elite.
He's picking up a Bramble this game earlier than he did last game. No Aatrox. They do have the Jackson to Wukong instead. Interesting. I guess the Senna healing coming through over the top in a fight.
I mean, he didn't really see Talia until like 3-5 minutes ago, so he didn't really have any needs to build like MR. He's gonna just continue to bundle the armor.
Yeah, his natural MR is still sitting about 51. Not bad.
Hold up.
Minnesota
up.
might be trying to make a play up here.
They
Wukong is
can,
going to
too.
start spinning. Is only able to find the Lilia. Frozen Titan goes over the wall, but he's just going to get stunned up too much from the Maokai. Now Jax is here. He has found the Karma. Karma will fall as well. 2 for nothing. Leap Strike going to maybe find Donglebungus. This is a lot of damage. I think not going to go for the dive. Jax does not have flash. Oh, but he does have quite a bit of sustain. He's going to make it close.
Oh, okay, but
Is able to at least get Lily's able to return him. Minnesota now might be going a little bit too deep here. The Malphite is here, does have flash, does have unstoppable force. He misses it into the bush. Just a little bit off the mark, does not matter. Donglebungus is able to clean up almost all of it. Now it is just the Malphite versus the Wukong. Wukong is not going to be able to do much damage, but Talia is en route.
Alright, well.
Talia can handle the Malphite, but the respawn from Frozen Titan, the TP is going to come
back for
through.
vengeance.
And he's back!
The flash.
He is back for vengeance.
Gonna fast off the wall. Is able to jump
Okay.
there.
And not quite a blind fate sealed. I thought it was, but did have vision.
Yeah, there was a pink in the pit. That was
clean,
still
though.
just max range fate seal, able to turn that fight around. That was a 2 for nothing for Minnesota, and they just kept going for more, deeper and deeper into Iowa territory. Ended up turning that fight way against them.
Yeah, that was literally like such a free opportunity for them too. Like I think if they had just like been done and settled with the 2 kills that they got, very
That's a
nice pick
banger.
on Frozen Titan and the not you could probably get the Lilia, but those Donglebungus are Karma. But anyway,
Oh, Jax might be
Hold up.
caught out. He has just gone all the way back. However, the other side of the fight, fate sealed. It was not up. Frozen Titan is not able to save himself. However, the
Holy shut
Lilia
down.
able to dish out quite a bit of burn damage here. Too many R's taking up quite a bit of damage. Seismic shove deep into the enemy team. Minnesota trying to burn him down as fast as he can, but he's just going to turn onto the Senna.
Yeah.
Seismic shove. Jackson picks it up. That is still a 4 for 1 in favor of Minnesota, but honestly, not a bad showing
yeah, what is going
from
on?
Iowa.
This is
It's like March Madness, but for League players, it's
pretty much.
better.
Honest to God. Because who wants to watch basketball?
Cringe.
Just like like one of like the big
that is
3 of
weak.
college basketball wins again. Oh, that's crazy.
League of Legends esports. Also, Karma's looking for a solo kill on Natalia. I think she might be able to get it.
Honest to God,
That's
didn't
a
even get
lot
the
of
turret.
damage.
Oh, okay. Oh, the
Natalia does have the Leandries though.
The turret just barely lives.
Turret is 10
the hell?
HP.
10 HP.
It doesn't actually have a. It has a single red pixel of health.
That is ridiculous.
You zoom all the way in.
God. Looks like they've been having pretty good luck picking down Frozen Titan here, despite his pretty solid lead. They've kind of squandered it, at least just a little bit. Now he's only 1k over the Wukong. And just about the same over top of the Talia. Talia's kind of found a foothold a little bit more as the game has been going on. But I don't know. This is just still anyone's game. I really just don't know what to.
It is really close. I think
a little too close.
mechanically Minnesota's playing a lot of these team fights better, and that has been the difference maker. That and I think their comp does favor them a bit more. Malphite is just gonna take the fight. He got seismic shove, but he's
literally
just eating it. Oh, he's gonna actually go for the on-top of force. Chains of Corruption is gonna follow up as well, but not a whole lot of CC. Nature's Grasp is gonna try and go over the top, but the Wukong
Get
just
out of
burns
there.
too quickly. Jack's able to find his mark onto the Varus. However, Frozen Titan is able to find his onto the Senna. That is both carries from both teams dead. However, the Lilia is able to keep on going. The Jax just
He's
barely is
doing
able to
damage.
find the Karma, but the Maokai is actually the one that takes the kill. Lilia is going to keep dishing out damage, and the Frozen Titan just barely is able to get the knockup. It is such a close fight, but I think Lilia is able to clean this up here. It is a jungler versus a support. A lot of damage from the Lilia onto a
Q. And there it
kind of
is.
champion that Maokai is, and that's a 4 for 5.
Well,
Ace for Iowa, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, good, but like, everyone's just dying perma, and I don't really like know how to feel about it right now. I just don't really know like what the game plan is like on either side. Like, I mean, It seems like Dongobungus has had a really difficult time playing the game between the Wukong and the Jax. Very similar last game. I don't know what this Mobzieb guy has against Dongobungus, but I swear every time I look in a team fight, Mobzieb is on top of Dongobungus.
I mean, it lets Frozen Titan
Varus.
go to work, but this is not
Yeah.
a comp like you said that Yone really wants to play into. There's a Wukong that is very annoying. There is a Jax that is very annoying, and then there's a Talia that creates ground that you cannot go on, or you get stunned. So
Yeah.
not fun.
Almost like Frozen Titan has to play like a little closer to home this time around. Not gonna be able to like sit on Talia and like just kind of do damage from a distance. Almost needs to play in a way, sort of like he did last game on the Talia, but on Yone, which is, unless there's like a clear pick, but having that separation, you know, him diving in and allowing Mobzieb to just do the same on the Dongobungus doesn't seem to be working in the fights as well as I think maybe they were hoping it would.
Right.
So I don't know. I just gotta kind of see how these next couple play out because I'm just so like a little bamboozled after watching these last couple. Like
Yeah,
Draymond
like it's a little
Green.
hard for them to coordinate a team fight versus like Minnesota has 2 casts of Wukong ult. They have like a huge Maokai ult, and Talia can just throw her stones down. Versus like Yone and Malphite have to rip ults.
Speaking of Yone, he finds a Faith Sealed onto the Wukong. He is going to burn very quickly, going to try and sustain as much as he
Oh
can with
my
the Sundered
lord.
Sky. It is actually just enough time. Talia is able to stop the Yone, and Varus goes down as well. The only damage left for Iowa is Lilia, and now she is gone as well. This fight has turned sour very quickly. Weaver's Wall is going to try and cut off Karma's escape. They just need to auto this turret, and that's not a problem anymore. But they're just not going to. They're able
Turret
to take out the
MVP.
Malphite. Now the turret
Feudal.
goes down. Karma's alive. But that is it. It looks like this Drake is going to go over to Minnesota. I'm surprised I actually fought for that. I guess Iowa thought they were ahead for that fight.
I think Frozen Titan, like they thought they got the pick they needed, but I think just in the long run, like Frozen Titan went in, dropped Fate Sealed, and it wasn't quite able to convert over to a kill just because just get kind of perma CC'd. It was Maokai into the Talia,
Maokai into
Seismic
Talia
shove,
into Dad into
and then it was he just kind of couldn't play the game there. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Kind of like I think fighting in the jungle is going to be one of Minnesota's strong suits, and it's going to make it really difficult like going into these later Drakes. So I think Minnesota's starting to realize that. Like they just throw down a rock field in the middle of jungle, and all of a sudden Frozen Titan can't really do a whole lot. You know, Wukong gonna find a lot of value from his AoE. Cyclone, I mean, gonna pretty much hit everyone because they're confined within the walls there. So I don't know. Minnesota's definitely coming out on top of these team fights now. 3K gold up, but
Ooh, the Seismic
oh,
Shove
man.
finds Bungus.
Definitely
Caught
a
out
tough game.
Nature's Grasp. Used there as well, but yeah, Bungus.
Ooh, that
It's
was a
just
good
not
one.
his game.
Play
Yeah.
safe mid.
Dongobungus is struggling this game, definitely.
Is quite a bit. Looks like, I imagine this just goes over Minnesota, mostly uncontested. Lilia maybe gonna try.
Something
Gonna
happened.
try something here. It does not look like it.
He's gonna give over the Baron. Do a little bit of contesting, but pretty much just conduct business as usual. We're already at 30 minutes in this game. Like, this game is definitely moving by pretty quick. Everyone's starting to approach level 18. Frozen Titan, King Coney, and they're kind of like max level potential. But
Yeah, it doesn't feel like we're 30 minutes in.
yeah, I agree. If this game's been moving really quick, I think just because they've been fighting perma. Like they just been fight after fight after fight, and seems like it's kind of been going Minnesota's way. This Jack's only gonna get a bit stronger. Like Dongobungus, I think has to hit a beautiful Chain of Corruption or some sort of other hard CC, because I don't think they're gonna drop Unstoppable Force. You know, they're not gonna drop the Malphite ult onto the Jax just to peel for Dongobungus. So it's gonna, I think the duty of peeling Mobzieb is gonna fall on him. Chain of Corruption gonna be his only option, or pretty much just death. Pretty much. It's that or it's over. But even then, I don't even know. Because he almost died under turret. The Jax. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Been
Yeah, Malphite's down 2 levels. Yone is now about even with the Talia again. Of course, Dunglebung is down.
Yeah, down roughly 3k, or 2k I should say. 2k, Malphite down 2k. I mean, overall gold differential looking about 5-6k-ish towards Minnesota. So a bit different than what we saw last game at this time. Between Malphite and Minnesota, or Malphite and Minnesota. Iowa and Minnesota. Just Malphite 1v5.
Malphite versus them all. Ooh, Nature's Grasp is going to come through. They're going to force their way through the mid turret. The flash from the common Dunglebungus is going to get caught by it, though. Unfortunately, pretty much one shot. Wukong did use the ult, but it is out. He does have one more charge to the ult. Yone is still alive, so is the Lilia. There's still a lot of damage potential here. The Lilia, however, is going to fall too much CC.
Only a one-man ult there. Frozen Titan holding on to Fate Sealed.
Still does have it.
So
There's potential here. Jax is half HP. Talia just used the rock field. There is a chance.
2
He's
inhibs
going
down
to
though.
play it safe instead. They do give the 2 inhibs.
Another Drake coming up pretty soon. But this is looking pretty Minnesota-sided going forward. Dunglebungus kind of having a tough time getting a foothold in this game with the Jax and Wukong sprinting at him.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate how both Karma and Varus burn flash for the Maokai ult just for Varus to get hit with it anyways.
Yeah. I mean, we'll kind of see how Iowa chooses to kind of climb their way back into it, but it's looking like an uphill battle, that is for sure. But I mean, only game 2 of the series. Iowa were to lose this and make it 1-for-1. 2-0 would put them, right on game point, which of course, always nice. But 1-for-1 ain't too bad either. Make it a little closer, make it a little more high octane. But
Ooh, that's seismic shove damage onto Malphite. Oh, he gets hit by 2. Now he has to. Oh, he tried to outsell forced away.
Frozen Titan down as well. I think that might
Send
just
ult
spell
over
doom
the
for
top.
Iowa.
Oh, that Dawning Shadow over the top. I did not think it was going to do that much damage, but the late game Senna, she is sitting at 111 souls.
That's 16k gold, is the most gold in the game at the moment.
Wow.
Very strong down there.
Very, very strong Senna. This looks like it'll probably be Minnesota's last siege.
Oh, there's that Talia damage.
Dunglebungus did not stand a chance.
That Talia damage. Seismic shove, and I think this might be spell and doom for Iowa here in game 2. As they take down that last turret.
Most likely will.
Nexus
Game 2.
falling next. And we are going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1, even score. All right, well. Yeah, I heard the invite.
Yeah.
Well, actually, not gonna lie. Well, every time the game ends, I just realize that my GeForce overlay pops up. I don't know why it does that, but it popped up, and then I heard the invite ping, and I was like, oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
But now I
got
know
that
every
too.
time when the GeForce thing comes up, I'm glad stream can't see that, but
We're wrapping it up. We got 3 minutes. To say the least.
all right, well, it's like Iowa might be back on blue side. Looks like what they chose after last game.
Yeah, there's a lot of high priority champions in the meta right now. Blue side favored drafting.
Now that they do have first pick, it looks like they might be able to suck up a ban for Smolder, just because we have seen Dunglebungus play it proficiently, and I think that alone, just playing the champ proficiently at this level is enough to make Smolder bannable.
Yeah. I also think he's probably going to want to lean on something that's a bit safer than the Varus, and I think Smolder does offer that.
Yeah.
Still offers the same range. Smolder offers the same range as Varus as well. I think the other thing, as far as draft goes, is a game like that, it does feel like Varus, if you are going to play around that, you need a bit more peel. And it felt like a lot of Iowa wanted to go in. They did not really have a way to keep things off of Varus or to keep things off of Lilia either. Lilia's self-sufficient enough that it's fine, and Yone is going to go in and try and be self-sufficient in his own right. But if your Varus is getting picked off every single fight pretty much uncontested, you're playing with a hand behind your back.
Truth.
So I don't think that's doing Iowa any favors, unfortunately.
Tis truth. All right. As we wait for the players, kind of get back in the lobby and be ready for our next draft, I'm gonna cut us over to like the little intermission screen. Be snag. Quick breather.
I'm getting hungry. I might
Yeah, so I'm gonna get some water. Kind of recharge for these next couple of games. Stretch out a little bit. Make sure everyone go grab your popcorn. Now's your time. 'Cause we got quite the series on our hands coming up. I don't know. Grab popcorn, whatever you're feeling. Get some water, of course. Hydrate. Maybe some hot cocoa if you're feeling it, because it is getting cold this week. So we'll see you guys in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
ahead of this. You don't know the half of it. I got dreams of looking up, highs I can get, but nothing feels like how it feels. To notice things you don't know yet, the weight of everything, and everything's just thread. Sometimes I'm trapped inside and I don't know what I'm gonna do. But to take on the world is the only thing that we know how to do. I've got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me. And everywhere we go, it leads to an open door. We've made our mistakes, the good and bad days, but nothing really breaks if I got you. Look at the sky when you go outside. There's nothing to keep me back from you. I got dreams of finding out what all of this
If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
is you and me. And know that there's nothing. And everywhere we go, we're leading to an open door. Keep me back. Keep me back. Keep me back from you. Keep me back. Keep me back. Keep me back.
All right, keep going. Are we still live? Uh-oh.
I think so.
I don't know if they can hear us or not. I imagine not if Colin's not here. I'll be fine.
Yeah, chilling.
Got 3 minutes. I ended up making popcorn.
Okay, okay. Oh my god, thank god, no more bears.
the Seraphine now. I think he's much more comfortable on Seraphine.
Yeah. Like he can play from a distance without having to worry about it. The Yone on the other side, though.
Oh god, the Aatrox Trundle matchup? That matchup is miserable.
For the
For
Aatrox?
Aatrox. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a miserable matchup. Not a good game for Trundle, at least. It's alright. The lane matchup is good. You're pretty good in Natalia. Decent in the Senna Seraphine. Decent in Darrell. Not bad. Zeri Lulu is going to be really annoying though, but luckily we're playing more front to back.
Yeah, I feel like they just chill. And then, I mean, they picked Raw Jungle, so they're playing for team fight, I think. As long as Gragas ult, I don't know, Gragas, Yone, Lulu ult can disrupt so easily too, though.
Yes.
I don't know.
Gragas is disgusting this patch.
Yeah,
Giga overtuned.
at least. Okay, like, they draft, like, no disengage, which, like, I guess can be an advantage if they're going, like, all in dive and, like, trying to get early leads, but, like, I don't know. But, like, now they have Seraphine ult, so that's, like, one disengage too.
Yeah. I mean, they've got the Aatrox that doesn't have to play to dive. You can play to peel. That's pretty good. Because then you get, oddly, a lot of value out of the lethality. Because you're not taking the
True.
brunt.
Does he go, like, full lethality? Because
Yeah.
Eclipse is not lethality anymore.
Well, you can still go Eclipse, but you go, like, Profane Hydra, Eclipse,
Yeah.
and Edge of Night and stuff.
Oh.
Well, we're in and Colin's not here. Which means we're probably still not live either. There we go. Oh, it's so pretty when you look at the map like this. Welcome back. We're in.
Oh, bro, it was live, by the way, Connor.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything bad. So we're chill.
Okay.
Trundle executed? Yeah. What the heck is that? I'm at 35. I'm ready. So what was his plan here? So he says, all right, time to troll. He starts dancing. Okay. And then, he did 57 damage to turret. Doesn't like getting the gold.
He's
or
trying to
anything from
show his
that.
dominance, I suppose.
I guess. That's 50 damage. You get that from 3 caster minions hitting it when you shove a wave in. Oh, mid DC. I was gonna say, he still hasn't bought item yet. And 123. He's gonna miss XP no matter what here. It's a TP. Uh-oh.
I had my mic muted. It's alright. Now we're in game.
Wait, so you had your mic muted, but you had none of us muted. That's funny.
Now No, I'm just gonna keep the music going while we're paused. I don't really anything to pass the time at the moment. What's going on, folks? We is RB back again. We got a long one on our hands. I mean, it's only 9 p.m. We're at game 3, been some 40-minute games and still counting. Game is paused, waiting on King Coney to get back. As well, Wi-Fi went out or something like. So, sit tight. If you got popcorn going right now, I mean, so you got some more time to finish that. Yeah, I made a whole meal. Actually, that is cap. I only got like frozen pizza and like crumble cookie and water. Dinner of champions.
Hey, you know? Yeah.
I'll take what I can get.
We're back. Kind of.
Okay, we're back, but
124 paused.
yeah, stuck at 124. I think it will end up moving eventually. For some reason it happened before.
It should. It just has to wait for delay again because spaghetti code.
Do a little montage scroll across the screen to keep all the viewers engaged. Oh, and now we're
There we go.
moving. Check that out.
Well, he did burn TP.
Wait, Frozen Titan or King
Wow.
King Coney has to burn TP, yeah, just because of his internet going out.
I wonder why they didn't.
That kind of blows.
I
They
kinda
could have
feel
paused
bad.
earlier.
Yeah, I kind of
kinda
feel
lame.
bad for that.
Yeah, that sucks.
We'll take it.
On another
I feel
note,
like
we will
out of
take it.
honor, you know?
Be out of honor, like that does stink.
I feel
Did
like
they
we were
request a
remade.
remake?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, true, they honestly could have remade off that. But maybe they're just like, yeah, like. Heck it,
Okay, if
we've all-
Trundle died to Aatrox, then no. So thank God for him that he
Yeah.
didn't do that.
Oh, I'm so excited to watch
Whoa,
this
whoa,
area,
whoa.
Lulu. Oh,
Mochi girl,
Looking
yeah,
a lot
we're seeing
better
some
on this
different
playground.
sort of some different methodologies coming out here in the game. Frozen Titan back on the
Oh my
Talia, King Coney
God.
taking the Yone instead. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
the-
whoa, hold up, hold
from
up.
the
Oh,
from
And
the
then-
son of the Seraphine is relentless, but not relentless enough. The shielding from
First blood.
Lulu is
Oh.
able to save Zeri's life. She goes away. Rel is here though, and the flash from Lulu. That is all sums burned from Minnesota, but they do get the kill on to Senna.
Alright. Died with flash up. Ragas in the jungle, alright. From Zutter. Playing into Cled Coffee Rel.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
Trundle is
pretty
just playing
sucks.
for the demolish procs. I think that's what it is.
Big old farm lead though.
Yeah, this matchup, I was saying before you got here, it was absolutely miserable to play for Aatrox.
I could totally see that. It's just
This Trundle can just kind of tank everything.
kinda just walk up
He
and
doesn't
stat
really-
check,
Yeah.
you know, just Trundle things. Just a bit of Trundle activity, don't worry about it.
A little bit of trolling.
Just a little trolling. Y'all already know what's good.
We're seeing a flip to the matchup last game in the mid lane. You know, Frozen Titan on the Talia now. King Coney on the Yone.
I mean, I think that the Talia did work out pretty well last game, I think, for Minnesota. But I mean, it wasn't like the Talia against the Yone was incredibly viable. I think it was just like in those later game fights. Like, there were a few times
Yeah.
where Frozen Titan got stunned by the rock field or got seismic shoved or you name it. And it actually kind of altered the course of the fight. It was dealing some big damage last game. That champ overall. Very, very, very viable. But oh.
Gragas might be looking for a dive up in the top lane. I think they might be able to pull this off. Aatrox is not going to be able to have 6 yet. The Ignite is going to come through the flash From
Alright.
Gragas, Bomba. That's a kill in the top lane.
Bit of bomba action. Alright. Starting off early, getting some plate gold as well. Crashing the wave. Too many arms forced to TP. That are gonna keep the pressure. We get the void grubs.
The Rel is at least on the bottom side of the map. Probably gonna be able to contest the dragon.
Yeah, going for it
Should be
right
able
now.
to take it freely actually with Talia, Prio,
Mhm.
the Seraphine Prio as well.
Void grubs for Drake. Casual stuff. Don't mind it. A little more like controlling up here. Seraphine, Talia, Senna. I mean, Rel. In Rel, I don't know how much like engage we're gonna be finding out of Rel because the second Rel goes in and somehow gets isolated away from the team. It can look a little dicey for her. And with the Gragas Trundle Yone.
Gragas tends to perform extremely well into Rel because Gragas can very easily cancel her engage.
I totally see
So, yeah, Rel does have to play these fights very patiently. Oh, Colin, you've got a fan in chat. Oh, and they're gonna be able to see Aatrox pop the World Ender. And Trundle the Ghost, they're trying to go for another fight under the Aatrox. There's a lot of resources to put into him just to get the ultimate out. Not much else in return. The wave is going to push into him, so I don't think they get a ton off of that. Aatrox is going to be able to collect this wave. Probably quite easily now that Gragas is no longer in the area.
Okay. Frozen Titan trading back into King Coney. Very nice stuff.
Yeah, like we were saying last game, he's played both sides of this matchup. He knows both sides very well.
Yeah, Mubsy having a pretty easy time into Aatrox right now. Oh my god, is able to like walk up and literally just take turret plating for no consequences, pretty much.
And Aatrox is going to lose a plate, or yeah, a plate and a wave here. Cannon wave. Wow.
Hold up.
The grub's damage too is eating into this turret.
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost gets two
Just
plates.
the 3 grubs. Oh my god. Just a turret destroyer up here. My god.
Turret's almost gone at 7.5 minutes. This is not a pace you want to be on.
Yeah. Outland playing out pretty chill for the most part. Besides that little skirmish earlier, it looks like things have kind of steadied out, been neutralized. But top lane is interesting situation. But I don't know. I mean, like the what's even the word for it? There's it's not counter engage, disengage. I guess on Iowa, I think is really substantial. I kind of like the way they're gonna play these team fights. It's something different than I don't think we have seen. I don't think I've seen them play like a game like this. Or like having like Senna, Seraphine, Talia, like those 3 like alone, like just throwing out full combos is gonna be doing some pretty substantial damage. There's the Encore.
The Charmer's going to go out onto the Zeri up in the bot lane. He's going to have to flash away. Does not have the cleanse to try and get rid of a lot of this CC, and that is a lot of CC that is being put out. The Lulu's at least able to trade the Senna, but the Seraphine able to get the Zeri.
Alright.
That is a
Bungus
pretty
picking up some
positive play.
gold.
Oh, maybe
The
not.
Lulu's
Very nice.
Does have to flash away. The Lulu actually picks up both kills.
Uh-oh.
On the
happened
Seraphine
there?
and the Senna.
What happened
Meanwhile,
there?
Frozen Titan,
Oh,
he does have to burn the
nice
flash.
Oh, narrowly
Yeah,
dodges the
combo, Yone
bomba.
in danger.
Bomba not quite gonna land there.
And that Gragas is a threat.
Yeah, what? That was actually... I like that play from him, but... Oh my god. This is just...
First
Short
turn
game to
in
play for
9.5
Too Many
minutes. Wow. I told you this matchup is brutal.
Yeah, this is... not fun for Too Many Arms. I think he's gonna find a lot of his value in the team fights. That kind of goes without saying, I guess, but... I mean, right now, especially in these skirmishes, like this Trundle is just gonna be such a force to be reckoned with. Up a good 2k gold on the Aatrox at the moment. Gonna try to snowball that into a team-wide lead if he gets the chance, but and now with no turret, might be finding him around the map a little bit more, or to see him kind of attack that tier 2. Gonna see what
Oh
he's.
my god, he just runs out of the W.
Feeling.
Foot on Coffee is here. Might be able to turn this on him, but he does have the ghost. Is gonna pop it to. Oh, he's gonna re-engage. Oh my goodness, he
Alright,
knows his limits on the Trundle.
how much mastery did this guy have? I did not get a chance to see.
I don't know.
It's looking like a decent bit right now. It remains a mystery.
Trundle's one of those champions where I feel like whenever he's good, the game is mind-numbingly painful to play.
Yep.
Oh, Seraphine.
Uh-oh.
Trying to save herself, does know that the Gragas is en route. Senna has to flash.
Uncle Bungus struggling down here.
The cask tries to set up a kill, not quite enough damage, but it is enough damage to force a reset and prio over drag for Minnesota.
At 5 right now. So are looking. Minnesota's not really taking their foot off the gas pedal just yet after that last win in game 2.
Put in the coffee.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
sneaky drag steal.
Wow.
Alright, little drag steal. Or his flashes
Oh,
out.
he ended
Does
up
have Hex
taking
Flash
it.
though. Yeah, how did that work? We
No
got an
clue
instant
how that
replay
happened.
and
Wait.
0.5 speed.
Oh,
okay,
okay,
hold up.
Seal actually thinks he's found somebody here. I don't think there's an angle for him. Oh, the Gragas was able to at least get the sun off that. That was a weird play.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened
Look
there.
like
but,
look like Yone went in a little bit too deep, but
able to find something.
yeah, Gragas.
Mute all. Gonna fall for the 3rd time this game. A rough start diving down there. Mochi just kind of delivering some poke here to Dungobungus, who's waiting for the wave. Looking like this is going to be a easy plate. Oh, maybe not. Seraphine wave clear actually really considerable.
It is really good. Well, his Archangels. It's not quite a Seraphs yet, but still gets quite a bit of value out of it.
Okay.
The recent nerfs to Seraphine do kind of necessitate her to build mana items now.
We go the full mana item plus D-ring. Got the seal as well.
It has become a favorable rush on a lot of champions, oddly enough, just because of how much value the shield has and how much value the raw stats of it have.
It's looking like, I think Iowa, like in team fights, as like despite this Trundle's lead, I think they do have the tools to deal with that guy. Just because I mean the best he can do is just run at you. But I mean,
They need to stop the bleeding now.
yeah, I think he's gonna get to a point where he can just kind of sort of stat check, especially when paired with everyone else. Zeri isn't exactly doing poorly right now, farming pretty well. Gonna be a bit of a force to be reckoned with late game. Pair that with the Yone Gragas scaling, and Lulu gonna have consistent value. And hold up,
Oh.
bit of a fight coming
Zeri
out
thinks
here.
she's found an angle here. Lightning Crash gonna come out. As well as the Ghost. I don't think this is a very good angle for her. She's not able to get a whole lot of damage out at all.
Yeah, they literally just ran away from her.
Yeah.
Like she ghosted, ulted. Not a whole lot more than that. Oh, hold up.
Actually,
Alright.
they found the combo onto the Lulu. She's gonna try and Gigantify herself to not die. The root is gonna come out. However, the Zeri gonna go for a calls it off.
Actually, just barely.
She might have been able to get both those kills there. Would have been very close. Lulu's still alive to shield her just in case.
Yeah, almost
Risky
able to...
play also in the mid lane. Frozen Titan to be caught out, flashes over the wall, but here comes Gragas.
Bomba incoming.
Explosive gas. That's all it
I
takes.
knew that was coming. I knew it. Not a whole lot you can do about the Bomba.
Not a whole lot indeed.
An overall tough game for Iowa. So that does
Yep.
have the momentum right now. They're putting it to good use. Gragas having big an impact. Clinton Coffee still trying to find his rhythm. He's only going to get tankier as the game goes on.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, Zeri's only getting stronger as the game goes on as well.
With Trundle's pushing power and the grubs, and he still has Herald, I don't know if they'll be able to have enough time to scale.
Yeah.
6
They're
grubs plus
tightening gear
Trundle
very quickly.
is a little scary to watch. Now he's just going to fight this. Does have the blast
Ooh.
root. Okay,
He's gonna
just-
ghost away. He's a little bit deep. Oh, Frozen Titan throws the Weaver wall. Thinks he's gonna go the other way. Just gonna
There he
walk it
goes.
out through the lane.
Okay.
Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, Gragas looks like they're trying to prep a dive in the bottom lane, but there's just too much wave clear. Lightning Crash actually gonna come through almost. One shots. The Senna, both Minnesota
So close
bot
there.
laners down to about half HP. The root is gonna. That's a
Charm.
big comment that is gonna go out onto the Lulu. Not quite enough to kill the Senna.
Oh my, just
Huge,
on a ridge.
Really misses the shielding. Very impressive.
Okay.
Seraphine is at least able to pick up the Lulu, and here comes the Rel flashing over the top of the fight
Okay.
to pick up both kills in the
Here
bot lane. There
comes
with the turn
Gragas.
a potential die. Yeah, here's Gragas. Lying in wait, but I don't think they care. Trundle killed Aatrox, took the top tier 2. He's gonna at least take this turret.
Oh,
He's
man,
gonna
he's
drift
ride
away.
it out. Oh my god,
He's gonna
going
drive
over
it
there.
in!
God, he's gonna go in. This is a 1v3. This might be the one opportunity Iowa has to try and take down the Trundle. He's very fast, does not have the Ghost though, does not have any mana. And to try his best to do as much damage to the Sun,
There
but
we
is
go.
just going to fall. Shut down.
It goes over to mute all. I mean, not awful given Senna the kill. I mean, but that being said, I mean, like, Seraphine might like that a little bit more to dish out some more damage, but I guess it'll balance things out, like, DPS-wise. Like, I mean, you're going to have your Talia, who's going to be dealing out hella AP. I mean, maybe having a little more balance might be good. I don't know.
Perhaps. I like the scaling of Senna.
Kind of just
Giving gold to
waffling.
that champ is really good.
Yeah, Seraphine
Giving
is
gold
not
to
getting
Seraphine's
staff
alright.
of flowing waters, so maybe they are trying to scale into the Senna more.
Probably.
Mm.
Senna nowadays is a bit more of that damage carry that you'd be looking for, whereas Seraphine has now pivoted even harder into the support side of things over damage with the recent changes, so. Still looking a little rough. Down 5,000 gold. Not many things Iowa can really do here.
Yeah, I think at this point in the game, they kind of just have to find opportunities wherever they show up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we see a Minnesota misplay, I mean, like that's in the textbook. I mean, that's the easiest way to get back into the game, but very much easier said than done. Because if Minnesota doesn't really leave any
Absolutely.
gaps, then that strategy ain't gonna do a whole lot. But they are one Drake up,
Mhm.
which is nice. But 4 towers to 0 is a little bit of a scary stat.
Oh yeah. Especially doing the 6 grubs. Oh, Yone thinks he's found an angle. Fate sealed under the Iowa turret.
I guess with a
I
slight
guess this.
swing.
It's kind of on the prowl. We're going to see a jump scare.
He
Gragas
does
jump
have the
scare coming.
tag.
Okay.
Flash.
Oh, big flash
Oh,
ice.
okay.
Both the Sun and the Seraphine. The Seraphine's able to flash away. Or sorry, not flash
Nice
away. He's able
angle.
to get away. Gragas gonna try and go for more. Here comes the Yone as well. Rel does a pretty good job of peeling for all of them. The shielding from Seraphine as well.
So Chubb just
Stun is the only
narrowly
casualty.
gonna miss there.
Oh, in the meantime, Trundle's taking tier 2 bot. Pushing for the inhib.
Opt Ghost to get away. Not really gonna need to put it to use, but no.
Does at least secure.
At the time, they didn't know, so
Wow. Yeah, it's 6 towers to nothing. It is just about a 10,000 gold lead. We're about 9,000, 8,000 right now. in favor of Minnesota.
Yeah, and it's looking like a bit of a team-wide kind of gold lead here. In bot lane, looks like Seraphine's actually kind of like they've been doing considerably better than in previous games, considering like the leads we've seen down there in the south of Minnesota. But I mean, everywhere else, especially if we're looking top lane, we're seeing just about a bit of Flame Horizon action in the gold department. 1100 to 6k. Wow. Yeah, that's a whole 5k gold up. I think Trundle is in a bit of a Thanos position. Kind of do whatever he wants. But, I mean, drawback of that champ is not going to be able to find a whole lot of opportunities with, I guess, with the abilities. All he can do really to find team fight opportunities is just run in there and pray he's got the stats to beat everyone. Which maybe that'll be enough. We'll see.
Now, I mean,
Right now he
yeah,
can
this
literally just
tower's
beat up the
gone.
turret, and they need 2 people to deal with him because too many arms just doesn't have the tool set right now to deal with it.
He did rush the Sundered Sky, so he does not have a Tiamat. Meanwhile, top side of the map, I was going to try and fight for the Baron here. The Weaver's Wall is going to come through. It's actually not looking too bad. Fate Sealed, unfortunately, finds
Oh my!
3 in the backline. That's a massive amount of value there. However, Rel is still fighting, able to find her way onto the Zeri. She's very fast. The shielding from Lulu, however, able to keep her alive. The flash from Lulu is able to pick up a kill onto Frozen Titan. The Rockfield, unfortunately, not able to do much. Meanwhile,
Trundle has chipped
Gargantuan
away
Fate
at
Sealed there.
Trundle Gaming.
the Nexus turrets already.
Trundle Gaming! And now I don't
That-
think there's really anyone that can stop this guy. He might just be able to straight up end the game right now. The wave gets here.
Seraphine's got the wave cleared. They don't have Baron empowered minions at least.
That is
But
true.
that
They just need to
being
get him away from the
said,
turret.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my god.
They do get both
They do
turrets.
get the turret,
and that is
though.
Open Nexus.
Oh my lord.
And now Trundle has Hullbreaker on top of it all. Oh, he didn't have Hullbreaker that time. He got to the Nexus without it. Oh my goodness. Minnesota picks up the second Drake. Yeah, this one's kind of rough.
This game's looking a bit scarier than the previous ones. Just kind of all around the board. We're all pretty.
Oh.
Cool. Oh, okay.
I didn't know you could do that.
We're gonna see. Actually,
Team surrendered. Oh.
I'm
Whoa.
gonna surrender game 3 actually, and just move on straight to the next.
Do that?
I didn't think you could do
Think
that.
so.
I thought you had to play it out.
I don't know. I think. I don't know how the CLoL rules work. To be completely real with you.
I mean, I didn't know if it was like. I don't think it's like a.
I don't think it's
hard
mandated.
and
I think it's just
fast
like most people
rule, it's
just
like,
won't ever FF. I think they're just kind of ready to move on to the next.
mhm.
Make it happen. So here we are. Game 3 finished. Just like that. Quicker than any of us could have thought. So, now moving to game 4. Iowa backs against the wall. Now it's match point here. Best of 5 point for Minnesota. Minnesota could move on right here. Given the chance. I guess now we're just going to have to see.
We've done reverse sweeps before
Mm.
in best of 3s. And if you think about it, we're kind of in the same element, right? Let's
Yeah.
forget the first 2 games, right? We're down 0-1.
Mhm.
We just reverse sweep the best of 3, right? You following?
I'm following.
Doing a little mental gymnastics, but
Yeah, I'm sure the team is not feeling that on their mental at all.
well, yeah, mental.
Yeah, definitely a tough game to play and then head into game 4 after, I guess, witnessing that. But, I mean, still a lot of league left to be played. Now they have no choice but to win these next few games.
Which we know they're capable of doing. They're more than capable. They showed game
100%.
one, a lot of control.
Yeah, game
a
one.
lot of patience game one.
Yeah, a lot of patience game one. Things were looking extremely smooth. The Smolder might have thrown them kind of off the rhythm, but they were still able to come out on top. Game two kind of slipped through their grasp a little bit, and then game three just, might have been something actually different than I think we've ever seen them kind of play, either like into as well as like their comp.
I think that's a matchup gap where we give Too Many Arms a lot of credit for having a very, very diverse champion pool, and he does. But I think that was one of the few areas where there is a gap in matchup knowledge. So he has not played every Aatrox matchup. That's a brutal matchup to play. Aatrox Trundle. And it's one where Trundle can roll over very easily, as he did. Oh, we're all swapping around. Okay. So, going forward, I'm not sure what we're going to see. He might just default back to a tank again. He might end up on the Malphite. I'd like to see Ornn. He's played that in the past. Excuse me, he's played that in the past. I think that fits very well with the kind of comps Iowa likes to play. It gives you a very good safety net for scaling. It's something where you can lose lane a little bit and you don't really feel too bad. You're always going to be useful. I like the pick personally. We'll see if that's something he wants to go to, because Ornn still obviously has a lot of places where he can be abused. He, in fact, can be abused by the Trundle. But yeah, I think for the matchups that he's getting, I think the Ornn and the Malphite have given him the most consistency. And then go back to the strategy of leaning on the carries that you're comfortable with, which is, you get Kled on Coffee, his Viego, his Lilia, and you give Frozen Titan something that he can have a lot of influence on.
Yeah, I think a lot of those like fast-moving, like high gank potential, like picks in the jungle is what he thrives on, because that dude knows how to manipulate the map when he's got that lead. Oh my god! Whenever Kled on Coffee has a lead, it's a little bit scary. Not even a little bit, a lot of bit scary.
Oh yeah,
for everyone on the enemy team. I think he knows exactly how to use tempo, and it's just gonna see how after the Lilia game kind of had that early game lead, but it was pretty net even with the Wukong. So now game 3 having a bit of a tough time on the rail, but it wasn't just him, it was pretty much the whole team. I think we just kind of need a mindset swap with everyone. Come back to their roots a little bit, maybe try something new at the same time. Gonna opt for blue side. They're just waiting on Obzieb to move. We're waiting on one of the Minnesota players, and we'll be able to get right back into it. But oh my god, game 4, 9:40. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been live for 3 hours. 3 hours. Not too crazy.
We'll be alive for at least 2 more, right? We're going to game 5, obviously.
Of course.
Obviously, we're going to game 5.
It's going to take some endurance from all of you. But everyone buckle in tight. Buckle in tight, lock in, get some food. I mean, watching is the easy part.
True.
They, got Master Puppets playing. It's that pump up music we be needing right now. Looking like I was ready to lock in. Wondering
They're ready.
where.
They're gearing up. They're ready to come back.
Yeah, they're ready. Wasting no time. Get right back into the swing of things ASAP. The mood meter.
Everybody's filing on in, getting in order. They're ready to head into draft for game 4.
All right. We in this, Johnson. It's go time. We are back here for a draft. Had to analyze this, Johnson.
So, the established priority picks so far.
What did I do?
That thing, which
That
is
that thing right there.
that got banned. The Talia,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Seen that every game.
Amigos. Yeah, Talia has been 100% pick rate. Do they keep banning the Nautilus? Oh, they banned the Sun. Change of comp idea here. Oriana gone as well, so they leave up. Or sorry, Minnesota bans the same 3 champs again. They seem pretty adaptable. Mute all on the Nautilus.
Alright.
A lot more kill pressure for bot. Will we see Varus or will we see something else?
I actually would not mind a Varus here. Now that you have,
I think the Varus would be a lot stronger with a Nautilus. Yeah.
Yes.
There's Nautilus. Insane combo.
The response, the Braum makes sense. Braum's a pretty good pick into Nautilus. Showing it this early, not the end of the world, but it is a bit bold. Kind of lets you pick a different champ. It does mean that you don't want to pick a Varus here necessarily. It also means you don't really want to pick a Seraphine here. They do pick the Zeri. So then I imagine Smolder
Alright.
gone. Varus looks not good to play. Oh. We could. Into Braum, not great. Okay,
Alright.
we're running it though. We're confident.
He does have the comfort pick credit though.
Yes.
Yeah, that is
He
true.
does play a lot of Varus. He's very
There's just kind of his thing. So,
I do like seeing the Viego too. I know like game 1 he was able to get a big lead and put that into the other lanes. So if he can generate that early tempo again, that would be very beneficial.
I do like the Viego. Syndra. Imagine they're just going to send more bans at Frozen Titan. I think they're pretty comfortable playing whatever into too many arms. They do have red side. I'm going to say that counter pick. I'm going to get rid of the Trundle.
alright.
Just in case, just in case.
Jax is up. I mean, yeah, they could send the Jax jungle, run Trundle again. Potentially the bait they were looking for. Who knows?
The just in case kind of pick. Because I imagine you pick the Aatrox because of the Gragas lock. Because that's a fine matchup. That's a playable matchup. Aatrox likes that. But it did bait him into the Gragas jungle. Malphite
Malphite.
gone.
Gonna force the Aatrox or something
That
similar.
might be confirming that it is Jack's top then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. Not gonna like that. playing Jax.
I'll be honest, I feel like you banned the Talia here.
If I want your opinion,
The Vi, also fine.
out of you.
Maybe Frozen Titan feels comfortable enough in the lane that he doesn't care if this is locked in.
Because the way I see it, right? You ban the Talia. He has to pick something in, right? There it is, Talia.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't see that one coming.
Is
Is
it
there
the
any-
Yone again though?
You
I don't
can't
know
go
if
Yone,
Yone
they've
likes
got-
this
they've
team
got double
fight.
AD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna need an AP pick here. So no Talia, no Syndra Orianna. They're kind of limiting his opportunities here, and it's not looking like a whole lot of a Silas opportunity, considering Talia.
Yeah.
But this is kind of a difficult
Karma.
angle.
It'd be
Gonna run-
Karma mid.
Okay, I think that's what we might be looking at here. Unless they send
Probably
Karma
is.
on too many arms. Oh, okay, Gnar.
Whoa.
Nar.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're seeing. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Die like.
I do like Karma top into Jax though.
Karma top.
It's not a bad.
Definitely
Not a bad
has
angle.
potential to outplay.
Oh, okay.
You need more magic
Or
damage
instead.
in this comp, though.
Yeah, magic damage wise, on the low side, they do have Ornn to kind of pick up it a little bit. I mean,
Can
not-
Braum eat
Some
Ornn ult?
Yes. Both sides of it.
Ooh, interesting. Olaf. So they are going to send Jax jungle. Saving that last
Okay.
pick for the Olaf. Going to make things a little bit difficult for Ornn. Kind of a similar playstyle to the Trundle, so we might see a similar sort of aggression come out from this top laner. This
Probably.
guy, probably, if I met this guy in solo queue, I think I would have thrown my monitor at the wall. But we're going to see how Too Many Arms can adapt here. On the Ornn,
The
no
Ornn is
longer
a better
stuck
matchup
to playing
than Olaf.
Aatrox. Yeah, it should be way better than last game, like matchup wise. Just because got a little more tools, got a little more tankiness there. Late game he's gonna get those upgrade values, as well as, I mean, just being overall like pretty useful CC wise. A little bit harder to dive because he's got that extra HP as well as a lot of utility to kind of stop a dive, buy himself time under turret. So I'm assuming between the Olaf and the Jax, that's kind of what they're looking for here.
Ornn can also just rush tabs.
Yeah.
First item and
That might
double
be what
AD
he'd
top
explore.
side. Tabs that are already worth in isolation against the Olaf.
Mhm.
Pretty good.
This is not the
I do
hype
think
music we need
Minnesota's
right now.
comp is very scary here, and I do think it works very well into what Iowa wants to do. Makes me a bit nervous.
A little nervous, but I'm kind of willing to see how it plays out. Minnesota
Mm.
does have the momentum, but I mean, given all this time that we had in between games, it kind of gives Iowa a chance to take a deep breath. Draft, I mean, a lot of comfort picks we're seeing here. Too Many Arms is not foreign to Ornn. Same with Viego.
Mhm.
Frozen Titan knows Karma. Dungle Bungus has another chance to redeem himself on the Varus. I mean, we know that Udall ain't exactly foreign to Hook Champs, so I mean, we'll kind of see how they choose to play this one out. Although overall, I think like Minnesota drafted pretty well. Hold on to that Jax as like a bait pick. Actually worked out really well, despite the fact that they didn't bait out the Aatrox. You know, that's what they might have been looking for, especially with that Malphite ban. They were going for the full like 200 IQ mind game there.
Mhm.
I mean,
Olaf does still suffer against Malphite, so it does.
overall,
It
this
does
is
double as
also
a good
tactical
ban.
ban, yeah. Especially you put Too Many Arms on Malphite duty. He's had pretty good success as on Malphite.
Yeah.
But gets to play Ornn this time, switch it up a little bit. So might be better for his mental as well, so who knows. So I'm gonna cut to a little intermission, blast this Johnson because this music's gotta get us hyped because it's game 4, ladies and gentlemen. It's do or die. It's either we win this game or we go home. So we'll see you in just a little bit here.
The cold edge to finish out what I've begun. 'Cause it could all end here with the strange daylight caught in our eyes, and my shadow stretching out still here. All the reasons cut like knives, keep replaying in my mind. All the times I've had to fight, I'm still here. It's in my blood, it's in my veins. I'm still crushing the stake. There is nothing you can take. In my blood, it's in my veins. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still.
God is king, we the soldiers. Ultra beam out the solar. When I get to heaven's gates, I ain't gotta peek over. Keeping perfect composure. When I scream at the chauffeur, I ain't mean, I'm just focused. I ain't mean, I'm just focused. Put a lean out slower. Got us clean out of soda. Before the flood, people judge. They did the same thing to Noah. Everybody wanted Yandi. That Jesus Christ did the laundry. They say that we start on Monday, but the strong start on Sunday. Won't be in bondage to any man. John 8:33. We the descendants of Abraham. Ye should be made free. John 8:36. To whom the Son set free is free indeed. He say the wretch like me. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. If you woke, then wake up with Judas kiss and make up. Even with the bitter cup, forgave my brothers and drank up. Did everything but gave up. Stabbed my back, I came front. Still we win, we prayed up. Even when we die, we raise up. Ain't no wanting, no we need it. The powers that be have been greedy. We need ours by this evening. No white flag or no treaty. We got the product, we got the tools, we got the minds, we got the youth. We going wild, we on the loose. People is lying, we are the truth. Everything old should now become new. The leaves will be green, bearing the fruit. Love God and our neighbor as written in Luke. The army of God and we are the truth.
All right, folks. We are so back.
I'm surprised Frozen Titan got in. Is not gonna drop a ward.
Casual
I thought he'd
little
at least
5-minute
like drop
invade.
a ward up there. Jax wants to start Raptors. Is that the sweeper?
Just overall, really interesting change of pace for both teams. I think comp-wise. I mean, maybe not that much. I might be stressing a little too much. The kind of method for both teams.
I actually think, the more I think about it, I do actually think the car mode damage is going to be fine as far as magic damage coverage in the comp. I like that we have an enchanter. I like that there's also the Nautilus. Nautilus, by the way, is already getting into some action here.
What's going on down here?
Ooh, the trade actually working in their favor. Zeri not being able to stack the Braum passive.
Ornn and Olaf also trading on the top side. Again, this is fine.
Uh-oh.
Yes to flash. Yes to flash. Thank you.
Oh, good flash.
I can like hear like the nervousness in your he has to flash, he has to flash. Surely he flashes. Oh my god.
He did have to flash the axe. So that was
a little too scary. Very nice flash
also,
there.
Yes, does have the TP. That's actually fine. That's fine for the matchup, actually. Bot side, Braum ignited the Nautilus. Nautilus had to flash, and Varus healed. So it's a lot of summoner spells on Isla that have been used. Varus still has flash at least.
Yeah, high octane right off the bat.
Lots of early skirmishing.
And we're back to the double invade here. Oh my god, wait, hold up. Viego. Top side into red buff into invade. Actually, looks like it's
Wait,
gonna
Jack
be the move
started
here.
red, right?
Yeah, Jack started red.
So he's quite behind.
He's confused.
I think he's a little confused. Cloud and Coffee though, low-key a pathing masterclass. I can't even lie. Like,
I mean, it was very
the Jack's on skates
unconventional.
out here. Yeah, very unconventional, but I love the pathing here actually.
I love the aggression. They deny a massive wave from this Zeri. That was like 3 waves that she did not get any XP from. Eats a lot of poke. Wow. Okay, it's going good.
I'm liking what I'm seeing thus far. Oh my god, I can't get over the Viego. Like, you 2 camp the blue Grump, kind of offer that illusion that, oh, that my top side's gone. I full cleared on Viego. Nope. Wolf's still up. Go for the red buff. Just for that extra kind of security, I guess. And then go invade. Take enemy blue, enemy Grump.
Yeah, you take the extra wolf because you hit level 3, and then when you go level 3 invade, you know Jax is going to be level 3, so you guys are both matched. But he gets the buff.
Nuts.
Boom.
You know what? They got this. They got this down out here. Things are moving. Too many arms actually doing okay. Besides that initial level 1 kind of mishap, things have been going pretty smoothly up here for him.
Oh, another dive?
For a dive.
I actually think they can dive the Braum. I think they get the double here. Nautilus is able to hook. First blood. It goes over to the Braum, and that's honestly fine because that's a double kill over to Varus.
Though. Redemption out here. I ain't talking to support item.
That was worth and a half.
Yeah, that's huge for them. Even without the Viego being there, they already had good lane dominance, so I'm sure we'll see more zoning Zeri off these waves, making sure that she can't scale.
It's that whole wave Dungobungus gets a solo plate as well. Like, that is very much good. 20 CS up right now.
Yeah, 20 CS up. Wave is pushing into him, so he's bagged that entire lead. And Viego gets Dragon here for him. Jax is going to take the top side camps, which means that they know that Viego is not going to be worrying about the Void Grubs, but that's fine.
That's alright. They know what they're playing for.
Nice early lead. True indeed.
Things happen here. They're gonna walk up. Easy though. Buff for buff here on the OBJs. I don't think they're gonna be able to. I mean, once too many arms hit 6, it's not diveable anymore. Although he is looking a little tough on the mana. Obviously,
Nah, he's
looking
got
at
plenty.
proxy. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the
This is
two
just. Oh, maybe not.
calls out the proxy, but pulling the wave does mean it is going to push into him. So Olaf is free to take this tempo and
Make something happen.
yeah, he's gonna double check.
Just in case Viego were to show up there.
Because in theory, with that, he would be able to take a fight there, and then immediately reset. He'd be able to catch the next wave. Ornn does not quite have the wave clear right now. Does not have the bombies yet to be able to push into it. He'd be able to come back and not miss a wave.
Textbook top lane bully champ action going on. This guy knows the role he was meant to play in on the Rift. And
Ooh, they might be able to find a collapse onto the Talia. The Nautilus hook is going to land. A whole lot of damage comes out from the Karma.
Wow.
Dungle Bungus picks up his 3rd kill of the game off of
going
that.
on hit once again, actually.
I like on hit.
I think we kind of know what his favorite build is. I mean, on hit might just be, maybe on hit's just like the best right now, but.
Ooh, Club on Coffee feeling the aggression once again. This Zeri is very far behind.
Yeah. Really be grasping for straws this game.
Swatted out.
And then
They might have been able to make a play on that Zeri if they had the wave in a little bit sooner. Unfortunately, just don't. Oh, but they're actually just going to look for
it anyway, though.
He's going to go straight forward. I thought he was going to wait till he was level 6. He's instead just going to go
oh my,
on
just
in
barely.
22 HP.
That is ridiculous. Okay.
I mean, that is brutal. She cannot contest this wave. She'd be able to pick
Yeah.
up maybe a little
Bet she
bit.
just has
Might
it
have to
recalled
go
already.
for an AP build. AP Zeri's not looking bad at this point. How far back she's going to be forced to play here. Chains of Corruption are going to go through. Pops the Blight stacks, just not enough damage. That shield does prevent quite a bit.
Shield, he's got the Kindle gem, cloth armor. All at this stage going to be enough to keep him alive. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, going pretty steady. Mid lane is looking a lot like top lane did the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Bit of farming action, bit of back and forth, you know, a bit of trading, gank setup maybe just a little bit.
We spoke too soon.
Holy
Talia
moly.
just
All right.
lost 2/3 of her health.
Okay, well, you know, chill Karma gameplay. Oh, not even a mantra.
God, support, by the way.
Yeah, support champion. Yo, this champion also gives shields and roots.
And heals offset root.
And heals.
Yes.
And also gives movement speed to her entire team. Literally just Shirelia's every 5
Also, her
seconds.
AP ratios are ridiculous, which is why playing her with gold is insane.
That champ is... Something about Karma is just ridiculously annoying.
Yeah, her Q has a 70% AP ratio. The W of 45.
Don't look at my match history, by the way. I'm totally not a Karma abuser.
Oh no!
Oh, brother.
Anyways,
guys. Uh-oh.
Oh, then
Okay.
Braum might be caught.
The
Looks like he is. The Chains of Corruption are going to go through. That's a lot of layered CC. He's also
my
gonna get
God.
away with just barely enough health to be alive. He's going to try and slow down as much as he can. Dungle Bungus able to at least finish him, and Lightning Crash makes Zeri just too fast to deal with. That being said, now combined with the Ghost, Nautilus is not wanting to re-engage. Yeah, Talia's in the area. Could throw down the Weaver's Wall. Make pulling off that kill on Zeri a little bit more difficult.
Six scrubs going to Minnesota is going to be quite difficult for this Ornn to deal with. Again, the Olaf split pushing.
Oh, he already proxied the wave. It's already gone. Does he have bombies? Oh, he does have bombies. Oh, it's actually going to make the wave a little bit harder to collect. The bombies take damage. Yeah. I got it. Okay.
Probably not bad.
That wasn't that bad, yeah. I thought it was gonna be worse.
He's learned from playing the Malphite, you know.
Of course,
Bobby's
of
roots.
course.
Is he gonna look for steal here? Oh, he's gonna look for
Does
the
not
steal.
get the steal, but he is looking
Uh-oh.
for the seismic shove, however.
That's a scary flip.
Takes down Vega very quickly. The Nautilus falls as well. That Jaxel. And a lot of damage.
The
Not
double
quite what you
flash.
wanna see.
The King Coney and Zutter flash. Out just like that. Simple as.
Simple as.
Just like that, we're dead even. Actually, just a few hundred gold behind for Iowa.
Couple hundred gold over 5 champions, though. Yeah, it's dead even.
Yeah. Even item-wise, Varus in a really good spot actually.
Yeah.
Take over.
Might be the confidence boost Dongle Bungus needs. He is all of Iowa's lead right now. So
He
it
is. I think he's
an
exactly
all-in
what the team needs to kind of, one, get their mind right, two, just get back in the game, kind of just like give them that momentum. I think he needed this himself, but I think his team needed it even more.
TP
especially after,
coming
like,
from
the previous-
behind.
Previous
Might be
kinda
looking to try and make a play here. Karma's going to try and walk down, so is the Talia, but
ghosting it. CC
Walsh is
immune.
going to pop Ghost and ult in Nautilus. Gonna try his best to try and buy as much time as possible. Chains of Corruption are
They're
going to
playing
go
really slow.
through. They're able to root everybody. Dongle Bungus
Alright.
trying to buy as much time as he can. Seismic Shove, unfortunately, does too much damage. They're going to give... I was going to give
5-man
up on the
bot.
play. All 5 bot. Gonna try and make a trade. Get a plate or 2 for Ornn. Try and get a plate or 2 for Karma. The sacrifice of Varus Nautilus and 2 plates bot.
It's kind of tough to do anything when the entire team rolls up on you like that. One, you
Those
have
make it a
Olaf
little
TP,
bit harder.
Olaf TP, Ghosted, CC immune. They actually played it like about as well as I think they could have. They were able to burn the CC immunity ult. Like Ragnarok expired, and then Varus used Chains of Corruption. But then just when they they thought they had it figured out, they could buy the time they needed. That was right when Jack showed up. Then boom, the Talia showed up, and yeah, the rest kind of speaks for itself. But I mean, that's a lot invested. That shutdown. I mean, it's going on Talia. It's definitely going to a good place. Like that gold is not gonna find itself unused as we approach late game here. I mean, I shouldn't even say as we approach late game. We're 14 minutes in here.
14 minutes in. As we approach the mid.
As we approach mid game, but guess we'll have to see. Only time will kind of tell if those plates and whatnot were worth it instead of fighting 5v5. Not that they really could, I guess. Titan does have the level over King Coney.
Every little advantage you can get. Jack's jungle is gonna get kind of scary here. He's kind of just, because he's in the jungle, he's just allowed to farm for free. Oh, but the
my
Nautilus
God,
hook is going to
beautiful.
land mid. The Karma burst comes through, and Dongle Bungus picks up his 5th kill of the game. Karma's going to go TP bot. Try and
Actually,
keep that
beautiful
turret
hook.
defended. Oh, but they're actually just gonna go for a dive on Dongle, on the Karma actually.
Okay, bold.
The glacial
Oh.
fissure
Fuse,
comes
not quite
through.
landing. Frozen Titan
Braum
with the
just barely
moves
lives, but
like
they are able
Jagger.
to get. Are able to get the turret. Frozen Titan is
Oh,
trying.
not
his
quite able to
absolute
stat check it.
best. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not quite enough.
Pretty much outplayed in every capacity, but the 1v2 kind of just a little bit too much to worry about. Oh my god, moves like Jagger. Dodging everything there. The bold TP. We're able to punish it.
Was indeed. Doesn't quite have the wave clear to get rid of the Wave was crashing on a turret, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think that's mostly what sealed that.
That flash too. Maybe with flash could have made something happen. It might have been able to flash the glacial fissure. I don't know. Or maybe like the lightning crash damage. Actually, he did use the flash. I'm literally just capping for no reason. He literally flashed the lightning crash. Just got stat checked. Now, look a little bit. Strong on the side of Minnesota. Gonna pick up that Drake. Now 2-1 there. Even in turrets though, things are looking much better than last game. Momentum came to a sort of dead halt, especially with the Dongobungus lead. So now we're back to it being pretty much anyone's game. I'm just forced to farm the wave as quick as possible. To not let Mobzia get more plates and whatnot. Okay, Glacial Fissure coming out. Mid lane. Things are
The
brewing.
Nautilus's gonna go through depth charge, does knock up this area, but it's not really a whole lot of CC. Ooh, the Jax has taken quite a bit of damage from that. Hail of Arrows able to at least pick up the Braum. That's a 2-for-1 in favor of Minnesota.
Just barely got out there. That was looking actually really good for Varus.
Yeah.
I don't know, that was...
Just barely, not enough damage for that. Does have 2 items online.
Fortunate.
Wow, Zeri wait until the absolute last second to get out of
Yeah,
there.
dude. Mobzia able to pick up that turret for pretty much free. Too many arms can't really contest that at the moment. Find most of his value as the game progresses here, and especially in those team fights. Okay.
Oh,
The solo kill?
soul kill in the ball lane.
Talia.
Talia picks up 1 on Frozen Titan. Did have to burn flash for it.
Earn the flash, might have been a flash differential per chance.
Most likely, the Talia was pretty low.
A pretty close fight. Is up just a little bit though. I mean, 2 items.
Yeah,
Leandry's
ever so slightly.
Leandry's Seraphs to Malignants. I mean, it's kind of.
Talia does
It's not supposed to go.
outscale the Karma. Talia's a very, very well scaling champion.
Yeah, she ain't even kind of hit her max potential yet.
She does spike pretty hard to around 2 items, so this is a point where she does get very, very strong. Yeah, level 13. So she's gonna have the E and the Q up very, very frequently.
Karma's in some deep waters here with the Jax
Yeah, I don't know.
lurking.
Don't even know what's circling around. The sharks.
They're circling.
They're on
I
the
smell
prowl.
blood.
Too many arms here. Contest the turret. Only a few minions to knock down.
I think Iowa's almost now at the stage where they're going to be able to start to take these team fights. I do think their team fights actually are stronger. Nautilus actually thinks he's found a hook here. Glacial Fissure's going to go out, but that Zeri burst.
A little too much to deal with
Just
there.
too much. Did not even have to pop the lightning crash. Glacial Fissure is a hit. Wow.
That's enough. Okay, looking to make a
Wow.
bit of a move on the top.
Everybody
lane
up here on the top side, yeah.
Okay, call the Forge
This is a bit
God.
odd. Call of the Forge God is going to go through. They're able to knock up the Jax. Olaf, however, pops Ragnarok in the middle of the fight. Seismic Shove finds nobody. Too many arms is trying his best to tank for the Dunglerbungus, who's able to pick up 2. That's only
Okay.
2 in favor of the side of Iowa. Jax is going to try and find his man. Talia, however, is able to get 2 in the tight choke point with the rock field. Nautilus able to find the hook. Maybe not the target you're looking for on the Jax. Talia is able to pick up a 3rd here. Viego maybe looking for more with the Karma. I doubt it. It's a lot of low health bars.
Wood very low, but I think they can
2 for 3.
pop Frozen Titan pretty quick. Oh my god, to be stepping up.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Into
that
the
Braum
face
shield.
of a Braum Jax. He's more bold than I am.
He just walked up like that was nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, Dunglebug is kind of demonstrating why they kept diving him every single time the past couple games is because he was pumping out that damage. They couldn't get him,
Yeah.
and he got 2 off easily until Talia just happened to shove him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
fighting in a choke point that happened to be the exact width of her E.
Yeah. And literally, like, she didn't even hit a seismic shove. I think it was literally just the damage from throwing out Rockfield killed Varus. And what else was it? I think the Ornn. Varus and Ornn both just really died to the Rockfield deploy damage. And it was kind of a... I mean, they knew it was a dicey fight. I mean, everyone was super low going into that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was bold in the first place to be taking that. Kinda curious to see how
Cock
this
is
went.
working mid. Maybe there's an angle on the Talia here. Probably not anymore. Chains of Corruption actually going to go through. They think they have found their angle. Seismic Shove is going to miss. Nautilus ult. The depth charge does find its mark, but Iowa calls off the play. They do not want to gamble the entire game right here. Team wipe results in a Baron for Minnesota.
It's 5v4 for Iowa now. Well, that's splitting bot. Maybe they can make something out of this fight.
Might be able to. Call of the Forge God is going to come down. The TP from Olaf is coming in to that mid-river brush. Jax has found his mark on the Dunglebungus. He's going to be burning very quickly. Talia is able to finish off the Nautilus. Jax goes in. Able to get the Ornn as well. He is just far too beefy. The peel from Braum. Just too much. Three for nothing. They're in position to take the Baron. I don't think there's any way for them in. I don't think there's any way for them to steal this. I'm gonna try their best. Oh, that is a full health Olaf. He's got everything he needs to run down the Viego. Maybe not the Karma though. Karma's able to stall this fight out as long as they can. Meanwhile, Minnesota has picked up the Baron. Frozen Titan is trying his best to survive. I think he's gonna go down here though. The Seismic Shove is going to knock him in. The healing from the Empowered W, not enough.
He did his best to
Frozen
get himself
Titan
out of
falls
there,
as
but
well.
Talia just the pick to have this series or what? Like
Very high value.
Talia and Smolder. Two just ridiculous value champs. Now they got a Baron to their name. 7k gold lead just about. Here we are 25 minutes in. Gonna try to put that to work and get some tier 2s here if they can. King Coney TPing in, maybe looking for that mid one. I think they do have the siege to get this one because it's only half health.
They absolutely do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Turret as good as gone.
Cannon minion alone is gonna finish that.
Yeah. On top of the 6 grubs. Crazy amount of pushing power.
And it's just a 5v5 in the mid lane. Chains of Corruption, though, has found the Jax. Call of the Forge God is going to come down. Iowa does have Minnesota in a choke point, but unfortunately that choke point is being used against him as the Rockfield absolutely shreds the health bars of the Ornn and the Viego. But the Viego is at least able to get the reset onto the Jax. He's able to stun up to the Olaf. Does not have the Ragnarok anymore. He might be shot down by the Karma. Not quite enough room. The Reaver's Wall is able to break the tether. It's a 4 for 1, but Karma's full HP. Unfortunately, I think Talia's cooldowns are just too short. I don't think there's an easy way in. Karma might be able to fend off the push.
That Zeri
Not
lightning
looking
crash
good,
just
though.
does such ridiculous damage.
It really does.
Pressing R and just instantly shredding everyone around you. It's nuts. Like I always underestimate like the damage that comes out just like off of literally the cast of lightning crash, but
Yeah.
oh my
It's
lord.
surprising, especially in a tight choke like that.
It was looking really good, and then there were two, I don't know who exactly it was, but two on Iowa who were just on the edge of the lightning crash, but just got barely hit by it, and that in itself completely changed the fight. Because looks like Iowa kind of had it figured out until that extra damage came in.
Yeah.
The Zeri.
The ornaments are starting to come through. Varus now has the upgraded Gwinsus. Ornn, however, does not have an upgraded item himself. I don't think he's built one that is an upgradable item yet.
Just gonna beat up on that Drake.
Oh.
It's gonna be Chemtech Soul. That's only gonna make things more difficult for Iowa.
Yes, indeed. Chemtech Soul is the
Oh,
worst
9K
soul,
now.
though.
Very nice. Very nice.
So, there's
Could be
still
worse.
a chance.
Could
It
be
does
worse.
unfortunately synergize extremely well with Jax and Olaf.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a chance.
Truth.
Olaf
Oh, okay.
and Ornn are fighting it out in the top lane. The 4v4
The bold engage.
is going to depth charge before he goes down.
Is the depth charge off? Now they're without
That
that.
is Karma and Viego against the world. Dunglebungus is on his way.
The arm's holding it down in the top lane. That's gonna be two inhibs now, though. And it's starting to
Soon
look
to be
like
a third
three.
is the Olaf. Olaf is either going to go for that or he's going to join the fight. Ooh, the Jax is actually going to flash in. Almost under the fountain. With Counter-Strike, does not get on the Dunglebungus. The price buys them at least a little bit of time. Olaf going to go back to the top. Turret call. The Forge God is going to be called.
Alright.
They are at least able to find the Talia, but the Leandries is just melting through the Ornn. Jax jumps
Yeah.
in, finds Fungus, and he is immediately down. And so does the rest of Iowa one by one. The Zeri picks up the remainder of Iowa.
Oh, that
Game
stands. Game 4.
Minnesota.
Part of the song in Lightbringer like perfectly reflects like how I be feeling right now. It's in like the middle like bridge like sad part of the song. Damn.
Yeah. Well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
We made it
Minnesota
this far.
takes game 4 in the CLoL playoffs. They'll advance and next week play St. Louis University in the quarterfinals. The winner of that heads into semis, finals, you know the drill. And then from there on out, they'll keep continuing the CLoL tournament until they reach Riot headquarters, or I should say LCS headquarters, on the official big stage. But, so that will mean, I don't think Iowa's competitive spring season is quite over. I believe there is some sort of other bracket that they may or may not be playing in. I guess that's up to the team. But I think that does put them out of contention. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's double elim this year. Maybe they changed it. But if they're running it how they did last year, then Iowa will be out of contention. for winning the CLoL championship. But I mean, pretty solid like regular season run. Able to make it to playoffs. Unfortunate, just, not the greatest set of games here tonight. Started off strong. Weren't able to quite carry it over. But yeah, energy is low in the casting booth.
A little bit. It's been better. I'll
Energy
say.
is low, but don't let that get you down, folks, because this weekend is the ARAM Cup. Clash is coming up this weekend.
Wait,
That
but I
is
don't like
true.
ARAM.
as well
You
as
like
more,
ARAM.
as well as more the in-house tournaments running, and we should be streaming some more of those games coming up. Just kind of depends on scheduling. For some reason, seems like in the spring, people have been having a lot of difficulty with rescheduling and whatnot. So I think everyone's pretty busy. So streaming those games has been a little more difficult, but we will be streaming them wherever possible. So stay tuned, folks. But I think that's pretty much all. We'll keep you posted with all whereabouts regarding CLoL. We'll see kind of how it fares with like, I don't know if there's like a consolation bracket or some way to make it back up into winner's bracket, or if it's just single elim. But if we do have another chance, we'll let you guys know. I guess until then, stay tuned during the weekdays for those in-house games. And besides that, I guess stay tuned in the Discord. I don't know if you're a member of the Discord. Stay tuned to the announcements channel. Events and whatnot coming up, of course. Big end of semester LAN with esports at Iowa as a whole will be coming up, so stay tuned for that. That's the big thing to kind of keep an eye on. And good luck to all competing in in-houses. I think that's pretty much all I got on this fine Monday. Connor and Nathan, you guys have any final remarks?
No, that's about it.
Yep.
Word up. All right. Yeah, not the way
That's
we
about
wanted
it.
it to end
Yeah.
up, but it is. We'll keep it going. There's still a lot of week left to make up. So, but that's all from us. Take it easy, y'all. Have a splendid evening. Try to make the most of it. Get some good sleep, and tomorrow's a new day. So, take it easy, y'all. See y'all next time.